Hello YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. We welcome you to the live coverage of race 33 of 36 of the Outlaws Sim Series Bandit Grand Nationals tonight in virtual Lincoln, Alabama, as we continue this 10-race stretch to decide the inaugural Outlaws Sim Series Bandit Grand National iRacing Champion. Round 3 of the Outlaws Sim Series playoffs begins tonight. The big, bad, fast 2.66 mile super speedway, where we will have at least 95 laps of racing in store for you all tonight. Pack racing for the 4th and final time this season with these 3,500-pound beasts is going to for sure bring on the action as we get closer and closer to deciding a champion. Good evening, everyone. I'm Member Snard, a solo call this evening as we could potentially know one competitor for the championship race 3 weeks from today. Last week, Adrian Schumacher went on for his fourth win on the season in an intriguing and intense battle with Joseph Causey. Causey needed a good run to make it into this round of the playoffs. He squeaked in by 1 point over Andrew Pratt, who also showed some pace at Daytona Road Course. So let's get into the action tonight, and let's take a look at the playoff standings coming into today's race. And of course, Seth Berger, the top seed in the Outlaw Sim Series playoffs. He has 4,027 points to his name. Malenko 4,019, Max and Jeremiah 4,018, Adrian below the cut line with 4,015. He's on a top 5 streak, but will that end today here at Talladega? Joseph Causey 4,011, Kyle Lingerfeld, he's down, but he is not out. That is definitely, I think, one of the biggest runs in this playoffs we've seen this season. Kyle Lingerfeld with an amazing run in the playoffs. Can he continue that stretch tonight here at Talladega? 4,004 points to his name, 14 points below the cut line. He's got a tall task, but it is totally doable. Heading into tonight's race, we have a charity we shout out each week. Tonight's charity is the Childhood Leukemia Foundation. And since its inception, that foundation has strived to maximize the effectiveness of its programs by developing new strategies to meet the needs of children with cancer, as well as refining existing programs based on feedback from children, parents, health professionals. Throughout the years, Childhood Leukemia Foundation has maintained and expanded its hospital network to include more than 250 hospitals in major cities across the United States. And again, if you wish to donate to or check out just the foundation itself, the Childhood Leukemia Foundation, you can check them out at clf4kids.org. And again, we choose a different charity each week. We shout a different charity each week in hopes that we can shout them out with the viewership we continue to gain each and every week from all of you who tune in each week. And just hoping to shout them out or giving them any support that we can will go a long way. So please, if you wish to donate to this charity or check them out, please go to that website on your screen right there, clf4kids.org. And of course, tonight we also have some beautiful, beautiful cameras tonight provided by Whiplash Media. The owners of Pits.tv, they specialize in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. Whiplash Media, also working on its presence in real racing. They offer services such as photography and social media management and public relations. Make sure you go to www.whiplash-media.com for more. And tonight, we are ready to rock here at Talladega, Alabama. All of those in the chat, go ahead and shout yourselves out and who you're all rooting for tonight. Let's get down to the action as practice is well underway. 25 minutes remaining in the practice session. It is Kevin Thompson, who has gone top of the charts. He's living it up first right now, but we're definitely gonna get a word in with some of our Bama boys if we can find them. I don't see one in here. But what's going on, Cody? Welcome in the Twitch chat. We see he's rooting for Malenko tonight. Love to hear it. I do not see one of the people we're gonna hit up in the Discord, but for sure, let's go ahead and talk to the man who is hot right now, Adrian Schumacher. Man, what a run last week at Daytona Road Course. Has it even, gone away, or are you still living on that high, or is it on to, next week? We're in the playoffs. Hey, Adrian, this is the Outlaws movie. Got me? Well, we are not having the best of goes right now getting our Excuse me, getting the people we can to get interviews going here, but we'll find somebody, that is for sure. Adrian Schumacher, he is right now 12 on the charts and trying to continue on his top 5 streak. Well, let's go ahead since he's requested. We'll bring him on up. And Malenko, you got a fan in the chat. You got Cody rooting for you in Twitch, on the Twitch chat. How you feeling, man?
All right. It's Dega, so always gonna be all right.
All right. So we saw what happened at Daytona. Any haunting memories from pretty much the one turning point that was at Daytona, which pretty much really turned the race on its side for general chat.
Yeah, just got pushed from Farron, tapped the apron a little bit. Completely my bad. We were in a great position to probably get one of general to win it, but no big deal. We all made it through the round, but Markle. But you know what? We're just looking to get good runs here. We know Seth is really good at mile and a halves. I could hopefully do something at Richmond and then hopefully point my way through Charlotte. So
there you go. So are y'all riding in the back tonight, or are y'all gonna go up there and contend, or what's the game plan for general chat? Is there a split amongst general chat?
Didn't really talk amongst the boys about it, but I'm gonna be qualifying.
Right on. I heard your mentality heading into tonight. We got a faster pair. Go up there and have some fun, and honestly, that's my mentality for tomorrow and SRN as well. Whoa, y'all are gonna go around.
Yeah, you got the mulligan. You got the fast repair just in case at the beginning. You can try to hold your track position if you end up wrecking. You can sit in the back until the end.
Oh my God, barrel rolling down the back straight away.
Yeah.
Fair enough. There's a lot of good names in this round. Easily you could say 5 for sure, and at least even one of those 5 are gonna miss the round, but knowing that there's going to be a good name left out in this round, how important is it every single lap in this round?
You just got to go out and do the best you can. Like Schumacher has been showing he's a lot better than we thought at mile and a half, and can pick up in short track. And he's got a Daytona win to his name. So you got to go out, drive as hard as you can, because any of the people, at least 6 of the people in this round 5, 6, could win any of these races.
Absolutely. All right, well, we'll let you get back to it. You're in another pit party, and yeah, it should be fun to see how you work tonight. Loving the mentality of going up there and getting to the front. So best luck to your driver, and we'll see you on the far side.
Yep, yeehaw, brother.
Driver number 7, Malenko there. Again, like that mentality going into a playoff race. He is not fazed by the fact that it is a playoff race. Another driver shout out in the chat from Andrew St. Cour in the house. Andrew St. Cour rooting for the 81 of Max Service. And Max, what's the game plan going into Talladega, my guy?
I don't actually know. I mean, it really depends on where I qualify. If we qualify in the front, we're going to ride up in front until it gets hectic and then go to the back. But if we qualify in the back, we're going to stay at the back. But ultimately need to lead a lap at some point. Hopefully can do that under caution. But we'll see.
Absolutely. Malenko's very adamant on the fact y'all have a faster pair. He's going to go up there and run as hard as he can towards the front. So sounds like there's a little bit of a split if you don't qualify up there, at least a little bit of a split, in strategy there. Or are you gonna go back and talk about it with the boys and maybe that changes? Or Talladega is kind of a wild card as it is, so it kind of is a go with the flow, I guess.
We're gonna figure it out in the race. That's usually what we end up doing. We have a game plan beforehand, and that just doesn't happen.
Fair enough. Now, this is a playoff race in the 3rd round of the playoffs, and you look at that playoff list, man. It's so hard to write any of you 7 guys out. So how important is it every single lap of this round to you?
It's pretty important. I mean, if I do it, I do without the wrecking part. I think we'll be fine, but it's just a matter of coming out and running consistent, and really, this is the big question mark for me. If I can finish good here, I should be fine. But if I don't, then I've got some work to do going forward.
Right, very, very tough round, and yeah, we saw a lot of big ones at Daytona. Talladega or Daytona at the beginning of the season. Talladega was kind of mediocre in that part. We had, I think, 3. Then Daytona. In the playoffs, we had, I think, a couple. What do you think is the big one count tonight here at Dega?
I'm saying at least 2.
At least 2? Sounds
yeah.
Good. Right on. Well, getting some high line practice, or maybe you're getting qualifying trim going here. I don't know. We'll leave you to it. Or what's happening?
If I were to do a qualifying trim run, I mean, it's probably now, but like, I can't qualify to save my life here, so I need all the practice I can get. I was gonna try and catch that pack in front of us, but that didn't happen, so I figured might as well do something here.
Fair enough. Livery choice, because of Bowman this weekend.
Of course.
Absolutely. Love to hear it, Hendricks fans. And as a 48 fan, very proud of the job Alex Bowman did this weekend at Richmond, as I am sure you are as well.
Yeah.
Gonna leave you to it, driver. Best luck to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you on the far side.
Thank you.
Driver of the number 81 Max Service there, and what a guy. So that's a couple of drivers from the same team from the same chat. Let's kind of shop around, see who we've got. There we go. We've got the driver we were trying to look for earlier, and let's see if we can bring him on up. Yep, we can. We're gonna bring on up driver of the number 20, Mr. Farron Eliam Jr. Farron, how you doing?
Doing all right.
All right, Alabama boy. What are you feeling tonight?
Feeling like I got a good chance to win. So the last race, I feel like I got a chance to win, but just want to go premiership.
Yeah, okay, you're pit partying. I thought there was a problem with your wheel. All right, that makes a little bit more sense. I was about to ask, whoa, what's going on? But okay, all a general chat, by the way, loved working with you at Daytona. Going into today here at Talladega, I mean, I don't know what kind of alliances you have. I know you were in a Discord chat with a few people. Are you gonna work with them, or are you kind of on your own like you were at Daytona, or what's the game plan for the 20?
Unlike a lot of guys, I don't have a lot to race for the rest of the season, so go out here and just do what I can to get to the front and try to give myself the best chance to win. And obviously, I will work with pretty much anybody who will offer help to me. It meant a lot to me that all the guys were pretty positive on feedback with me at Daytona, and that was the first plate race I had ran with them. So we'll go out here and work with whoever we can to stay up front all day and try to avoid being in the cluster of a wreck that happens. Just a matter of time when it does.
Absolutely. At Daytona, you were working really well with Malico, and even y'all had that incident, I think, on lap 49 at Daytona, but even then he was still, very, very happy, very pleased with working with you. But with that incident, does that kind of change up what you're going with today, or not even, because, it's just the plate race and things like that happen?
You look back at incidents like that, and it's a lot of, what you could have done. Obviously, I was being really aggressive with the bumping. I got off of and thought I didn't enough for him to save it, and clearly he caught the apron, so it may be a little bit more a pacer now to kind of keep yourself from getting that aggressive that early, but it's the nature of the beast. In the same sense, you can only control what you can control, and sometimes things like that happen. And unfortunately, it happens in the front of the field where nobody can really go anywhere, and it hits out a lot of good cars. And thankfully, we have a fast repair for these kind of races, but it's just a rolling junkyard for the first half of the race until everybody uses them. So,
yeah, that sounds about it. So you coming today. What does it mean to you here at Talladega, a home track, if you will, for at least on the NASCAR side of things? Running at Talladega, and what does it mean to you, I guess, if you were able to do well today?
Growing up, I came to so many of the Talladega races as a kid, and it would mean the world to me to win here tonight. And I had this track circled for a reason. I thought this was a track we could really come to and flex our muscle, and kind of break the bad habits we've been having, the bad run. So, it would mean the world to me. Obviously, I know that some guys that I'm kind of alliance with are still running for championship, and while I do what I can to help them, at the end of the day, it's about me winning. I know Cossey's hometown boy as well, so it would mean a lot. It would, definitely. Just come out here with a good finish. I know we ran well at Daytona, but the finish didn't really reflect that. Honestly, I just want to finish one of these things. I haven't had a great luck at finishing these races here lately, so if I finish, it'll be a win for me, honestly. But like I said, getting the victory lane would be huge for us, especially with the special paint scheme tonight. And obviously, thanks to Landon for that. But
I was about to say,
I can't really
like
put
a
into
landing
words.
card.
Can't really put into words what it would mean because honestly, those emotions can just hit after you win. So we'll see what happens tonight. We'll put on the show.
Absolutely. Yeah, tell me more about the paint scheme. I've known Landon for almost 10 years now, and he's always been amazing at making liveries. But tell me about this one.
Yeah. So I reached out to Landon about 2 weeks before the race, and I told him I wanted to run something special, being this was my home track. I looked at a lot of different cars for inspiration, and I noticed the ARCA car that was ran the 8 car, Bama Buddies. I actually know where several Bama Buddies locations are, and I've been to several of them. Really nice, friendly people. So yeah, it just means a lot to have a local business on the car this week to kind of represent the state. And obviously he did the custom nameplate above the door tonight. It has the state logo and everything. So he did a really cool job, knocked it out of the park. I couldn't have asked for a better paint scheme. I know Carl's is running the same thing tonight to represent the hometown. Couldn't ask for a better friend than Landon to do that for us. And definitely looking forward to hopefully putting it in the victory lane. If not, we'll put on a show and checkers or record, I guess, at the end. But we'll see.
Fair enough. Nice little pack. Y'all are going 3 wide. What do you make of this draft? The pack. Has anything changed with the updates for these cars?
I've noticed a few minor changes, and it may just be me. The cars seem a little bit freer. They seem like they really want to be a little twitchy in the high lanes, and as there was somebody got turned up there. But the outer lanes seem to be a little bit more sketchy on older tires. But for the most part, it's kind of the same. The runs formulate about the same. Nothing for me has really changed, aside from the outside line being a little bit more free in the center of the corners, especially when you have a car tucked up right underneath you. So we'll have to watch for that tonight. But honestly, I don't plan on being 3 wide for long. I'd really not like to be 3 wide as long as I could. But can't control that.
Fair enough. Some things are just out of your control. All right. Bama boy, we'll leave you to it. Have a good one out there. Hopefully we'll talk to you on the far side. Do you have anybody to shout out, I guess, before I let you go?
No, just my spotter and all my buddies that are watching tonight. I got a good amount of people watching. Are supposed to be watching tonight. Hopefully I can put on a good show for them, because last time they watched the Daytona, it was definitely a wild ride during their leads and laps.
Absolutely. We'll leave you to it, driver. Best luck to you.
Appreciate it.
Driver number 20, Theron Elam Jr. What a great guy that is. Oh, Dan's gonna save that one car right at the bottom of that pack. That was wild. So he had mentioned another Bama boy. We'll see if we can bring him on up, and we got a couple more things to ask him. But first, driver Theron reminded me, you're a Bama boy. How you feeling tonight, man?
I live in Alabama. We threw on the paint scheme at Farron Elam there.
Right
And
on.
I don't live but, I wouldn't say not even but 20 minutes away from this track, so.
Well, what does it mean to you to be here tonight, I guess, and the ability that, or I guess the potential that you could run well?
I mean, everybody has the potential to run well here. It's not inclined to just one person here. It's easy just to be able to get out, and just keep your foot in the floor, but being smart about the moves you make, and making sure you keep your lines.
All right, I guess more or less I was asking what would it mean to you to do
Oh, what
well?
would it mean?
I guess I didn't word it that way.
I mean, I guess, I've lived in Alabama since I was 14 till I went to the Army and all that. And then after that, I came back after I got out the Army. So, I mean, it's like my second home pretty much, because this is the longest place I've lived other than this. And this is where I met my wife and everything. So it'd mean a lot to me if I won.
Absolutely. So let's go to Daytona. Man, you just squeaked in into the playoffs by 1 point.
Boy, I was mad. I thought I threw it away. That's why we didn't talk last week.
I was gonna say we missed you in those post-race interviews, man.
Yeah, I was mad at myself. I was really mad because I had that sealed. I should have not. I don't know what brought my concentration off of what I was doing at that point in time, but it was something.
Y'all are going 4 wide right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, there y'all go. Oh, there's the big one. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of backup cars. That is a lot of backup cars.
Try it. Might as well.
Oh my goodness, that was huge.
We almost made it too.
To at least us in the booth, it looked like maybe there was, the lap cars ahead of you might have distracted you a little bit. I don't know if that's true. That's what it looked like.
I can't say, Emerson. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I had a brain fart at that point in time. So.
And then into the NASCAR chicane, was that just you trying to compensate, or?
That was me already cooked the tires up, doing what I did, and then freaking trying to get back in the mindset of getting back through the turn, and then freaking being stupid. Didn't fucking slow down enough.
Man. Well, you barely survived, but you did. And I think it comes down to you leading those laps. If you didn't lead as many laps as you did, I don't think we'd be talking to you as a playoff driver right now. It was close.
Yeah, I figured I got the most bonus points out of anybody, except for just winning the race,
Right. So leaving that, I guess in the rear view, I know that was a race you were looking forward to, but here, you have Dega, Richmond, and Charlotte. There's a lot of good names in this round. You come into just naturally based on playoff points. You come in below the cut line. How important is every lap? How important is every race? And how are you feeling about that?
Gotta make every lap. Gotta have to be there at the end. Every race is gonna have to happen. There can't be no mistakes like what happened, like California, where I wrecked out first lap. Can't be none of that. I'm gonna have to make sure I stay in for the long haul, and not go down laps, get up and something happen, because then that's just gonna spiral from there.
Absolutely. I cannot disagree. You have a win at a plate track in the playoffs at Daytona, the opening round of the playoffs, and you had your boys Holt and Converse kind of helping you out there. Similar game plan today, or what are you feeling today?
I hope so. Hopefully they'll help me out. It'd be nice to go ahead and get the win, and not have to worry about till Kansas.
Fair enough. And gotta ask, we've had our fair share of big ones. Daytona at the beginning of the season was all over the place. Talladega after that, we had like 3. Daytona in the playoffs, we had a couple. What are you feeling today? Big one count.
Like, how many big ones will there be, or how many cautions will there be?
How many big ones? We can have solo spins.
If everybody, maybe one. It's just keeping everybody's head on cool, and I've seen us, not be able, the first Daytona race, first day, didn't that go on for a long time before we even had a wreck?
There was one caution in the first 110 laps at Daytona earlier this season.
See, well,
and that was because 2 lapped vehicles or cars that were coming to be lapped got into an accident on lap 45.
And this place is a lot easier, and this place is more forgiving.
Is it?
As far as wideness of the track, it's more forgiving, I believe, because it's not as hard to stay 3 wide.
Absolutely, I do agree there. I did a couple B-Fixed races and noticed just how darty these cars feel. Have they kind of been updated, or is that just me?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Haven't been in it too long to figure that out. So,
fair enough. Well, a couple minutes left here in practice. We will leave you to it, driver. Best luck to you. And, lot on your plate after last week. See if you can get yourself a nice little clean slate here today at Talladega.
Definitely appreciate it, Emerson.
Absolutely. Best of luck to you, driver.
Thank you.
Driver number 88, Joseph Causey. And let's go and take a look at the chat and see how everybody's doing. Go ahead and comment down below, chat, and tell us where you're watching from, who you're watching for. Mark Berger in the house says, Talladega. Mark Berger says, thanks for serving, Causey. Absolutely. Thank you, Joseph Causey, for his service. Let's bring him on up. We talked about the other drivers who were shouted out in chat. We cannot, not read chat and not see this name on the screen. Seth, Talladega, man, how you feeling?
Oh, pretty nervous, man. It's Talladega, man. You don't know what to expect.
So, let's flash back to Talladega earlier this season. You were towards the front, and then I think around lap 70 you went around.
Literally leading.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's why there's really no safe place here. In Talladega, the last Talladega race, I was leading a single file line, and I got totaled. And then flashback to Daytona at the start of the playoffs, I'm riding in the back. Avoided the wreck, but I still got piled into somehow. So it's really nowhere safe, man.
Well, so that I guess leaves me. What is the game plan for the 77? We talked to Mal and we talked to Max, and Mal's wants to go up there. He said we got a faster pair. We're going to the front. Max was it's going to depend more on qualifying. Well, what is your, I guess, game plan? And is Team Swift a little split?
No, you'll see us working together tonight for sure. If anything, maybe Mounco might be dicing it up a little bit more than me and Max. But there is a game plan. We're going to try to follow it. Do the best we can, but, we're not going to stick to a plan that's going to start hurting us, I think that might have been what messed us up a little bit at Daytona. We were trying so hard to stick to one plan and stick all together, and we all ended up in the back, and we honestly got lucky with that late race caution. So, honestly, it's just being smart. You could plan, but honestly, you're going to have probably 20 different plans in this race tonight, to be honest with you.
That is the beauty of plate racing, is that all the plans are going to converge into one, maybe two packs, and we get to see how it plays out over the course of 95 laps. Now, we know you're the top seed. There's a lot of hype around you. There is 6 other very competitive names in the playoffs. How important is every lap, every race, every move you do in these playoffs, or in this round of the playoffs?
Everything's essential, man. Every bonus point possible is going to be essential to try and grab. We gotta be smart doing it, It's all about the finish, man. You gotta get a solid finish, but you gotta do your best to get those bonus points like lap lead or pole. So, yeah, I'm gonna be going for the pole here. Hopefully, I can do it and try to get my lap lead early. And I'd like to stay up front, but I'm gonna be smart, man. If things start to happen, I'm gonna work my way back, and we'll see what happens from there.
Absolutely. All right, driver, practice is wrapping up. We will leave you to it. Best luck to you, driver, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
All right, sweet. Thank you.
Right on. And we have one more driver. I guess who's wanting an interview. Danny, how you doing, man?
Good, you?
We're rocking. First, I want to say Brandon Larson has just shouted you out on the Facebook chat, and Jerry in the Facebook chat as well. So you have some fans in the house tonight. How you feeling?
Doing good. How are you guys doing tonight?
We are rocking, man. So Talladega. I mean, anything can and almost anything will happen at Talladega. What's the game plan for the 34?
We're just looking to have a clean race tonight. Looking to help out Kyle. I know he's in the playoffs tonight, so we're looking to have a good strong run with him and see if we can get him and our car up to the front and have a good clean race. Stay out of trouble, because there's going to be some trouble tgoing
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Okay. That's all I was saying. Absolutely. There's going to be some trouble tonight. But I guess that being said, are you going to be up there slicing and dicing, or is it really just going to, whatever the 65 does, I guess?
I'm gonna go out and qualify. I'm gonna see what happens in qualifying. If I qualify toward the front, I'm gonna start up front, and I'm gonna slice and dice. If it seems like things are too hairy, I'm gonna get myself out of the situation. And there's no reason to wreck the car early in the race, but as the race progresses, we're obviously going to try to get the car up to the front and get Kyle up to the front. And if he wants to just hang in the back, we'll hang in the back. But if he wants to do a little racing, we'll go do some racing.
Fair enough. So, the race you did earlier this season, well, you did Homestead. We'll stick to Daytona. With your one top 5 this season, you got 3rd there at Daytona. But, man, that was something if you can remember all the way back. The first 110 laps, very green. One caution. That was just 2 cars towards the rear of the field getting into it. That was the lap 45 when that caution happened. But 110 laps green. And then everything broke loose those final 25 laps. What are you expecting here at Talladega? More the same, maybe a very calm beginning and a crazy end, or just craziness all throughout, or what are you feeling?
Yeah, I remember back to Daytona, we had a really good first half of that race there. There's a good group of guys here. I haven't raced a lot of races here this season, but when I do show up, I know we have a good group. So I expect a lot of green flag racing. I expect maybe even a green flag pit stop or two. As we get later in the race, naturally the intensity is going to pick up and it's going to get crazier. And I expect naturally as we get later in the race, we're going to have more wrecks. But I think we'll start out pretty green and then it'll just get crazier as we progress later in the race, and you'll have some action to announce.
Fair enough. Well, we're going to leave you to it, driver. We're into qualifying. Best luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
All right, thank you. Have a good race.
Absolutely, you too. Driver number 34, Danny Supansky. We got drivers coming around, setting lap times. Adam Gardner has gone top of the charts. He set the first time. Adrian Schumacher has gone second. So we're letting these times come on in, and we're still waiting for times to go up. So we're gonna get it here. There you go. Malenka's gone top of the charts. Malenka and that Allgaier scheme, and now Reese Schaefer has taken over. So we're getting times coming in. And let's see who's coming around on laps. Coming around to finish his second lap is Supansky. That's right, because he crossed the start-finish line. This second lap's going to be it for Supansky. It's going to put him... He's going to end up? He's going to end up 8th quickest. Let's see, going up there. So still Schaefer. Tyler Markle's gone 4th quickest. Looking around to see who's coming around the laps. Miz and Kazi. Kazi's first lap. Going to keep him out for now because he's up on the outside lane. So we'll see what Kazi can do on this lap. McClune out there who's coming around. Holt and Elam. Elam's coming around to finish his second lap. He's all the way up on the outside. So this lap is going to be it for Farron. He's riding all the way up at the high side. And that's going to do it for Farron. He's going to be 10th, but... he's still giving her. See, James Gilliard has gone top of the charts. How about it for James? Greg Holt running on the outside lane to get his lap going. Josh McClune coming around to wrap up a timed lap here. We'll see what he can do. Christian Converse going purple on that first half of his lap. Josh McClune will get it in P9. Seth Berger called his shot saying he's going for pole, but Christian Converse has just gone top of the charts at a 4. They have tied. We got to get it down to the 1,000, but they are so close, and we still got more times coming in. Who we got? We got Nathan Sylvia coming around to wrap up his first time lap. And Sylvia's going at it here, his first lap. Did not count. Never mind, because I guess he was starting his lap. So here comes Sylvia down the back straightaway. Greg Holt will slot into 12th. Joseph Kazi on a purple lap. I think his lap's not gonna count. I'll put him up to 5th. Never mind, timing and scoring is kind of all over the place. So never mind, Elam did complete this lap, I believe. So here comes Nathan Sylvia on his lap. His lap will put him... so where does he slot into? We'll put him 12th quickest. Scott Williams coming around at number 64. Scott Williams to slot into 15th. And here's Seth Berger's second lap. Seth Berger's lap will put him third quickest. It will not be pulled for Seth Berger. Jeremiah Stutzman's coming on out to see what he can do. 3 minutes left. He waited for the end. And Sylvia's completed his second lap, slotting into 7th. Here's Stutzman working that outside lane. Last car to take time. Nobody else is coming on out here to take time, so this is it. So we're gonna ride on a gyro cam with Jeremiah Stutzman. We'll take a look at chat here. Chris Dixon says, interview Matthew Setzer. Well, we're into qualifying now, Chris, but if he is up there, if he's up front under a caution period, we'll definitely bring him on in, and we'll talk to him for sure. So, hopefully your boy will get up there, and if he's leading under a caution, absolutely. We'll bring Matthew Setzer on up here, and we'll talk to him. Dan Park in-house rooting for Danny, even though he's out on track as well in the one car. So, nice to see that going around. Jerry says, Pack Racing. Diane Mendez says, hello everybody from Alabama. Y'all are in trouble. Kazi knows Dega. And well, we're going to see. Absolutely. We continue to ride on board with Jeremiah Stutzman. This first lap is going to keep him up around the outside wall so he can build up that high speed. And now he's going to be setting himself up for his attempt at the pole. Now, this is the lap to watch here. Jeremiah Stutzman working his way up on that outside. Landon in-house. He was also on Facebook. He said, good luck, fellers. He's also in-house saying, go Team Squanch. So that is Jacob Zala, Reese Schaefer, Nathan Sylvia, and himself. I don't believe Landon is in tonight because he is busy, but absolutely rooting for his teammates and some of his work on the track as well. Those three drivers will be repping the Landon Cardula paint scheme along with Farron and Kazi, and maybe there's a couple other drivers I'm not aware of, Landon, if you want to shout them out as well. So at least 5 schemes that I know of in the field of yours tonight. We'll be watching all of them, of course. He's coming around with Jeremiah Stutzman, the last driver to take to the qualifying charts. Jeremiah Stutzman, where will he place his number 71? It will be Purple Sector 2, top of the charts. Jeremiah Stutzman goes pole, and every single time we ride on board in the helmet camera with a driver at a plate track, they go pole. Wow, wow, wow. We watched Andrew St. Cour at Daytona go pole. We watched Adrian Schumacher go pole at Daytona in the playoffs. And we just watched Jeremiah Stutzman go pole here at Talladega. Man, oh man. So as qualifying ticks down here, we're going to shout out a couple people. We have to, of course, shout out, of course, the charity for tonight's race is the Childhood Leukemia Foundation. And since its inception, Childhood Leukemia Foundation has strived to maximize the effectiveness of its programs by developing new strategies to meet the needs of children with cancer, as well as refining existing programs based on the feedback from children, parents, and health professionals. Throughout the years, Childhood Leukemia Foundation has maintained and expanded its hospital network to include more than 250 hospitals in major cities across the United States. And of course, if you wish to donate to the Childhood Leukemia Foundation or wish to check them out, make sure you go to clf4kids.org, and we choose a different charity each week, and we broadcast the final 30 minutes in the name of a charity each week in hopes that each of you who tune in tonight, all 27 of you viewers out there across our 4 platforms tonight who are tuning in, hopefully you all find in your hearts to at least check them out and see what they're all about. Maybe in following the conclusion of tonight's race, and see if you're going to be one of those people to donate to that charity. But we're trying to do our part and shout them out, and hopefully y'all will follow suit as well. But a Childhood Leukemia Foundation, CLF4, the number 4, kids.org. Check them out. This camera and others, we're going to try to get you one here. There's it's not the correct camera. There's a bunch, to be fair. It's not the camera pack's fault. But this camera and others are provided to you tonight by Whiplash Media. Those are the owners of Pitstop TV, and they specialize in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography, social media management, and public relations. Make sure you go to www.whiplash-media.com for more. And now, tonight's Pratt Tile and Stone Pole Award goes to driver of the number 71, Jeremiah Stutzman. And of course, Pratt Tile and Stone, serving all your tiling needs since 2003. He'll be starting alongside Christian Converse. Row number 2 will be James Gilliard, Seth Berger. Row 3, Reese Schaefer and Max Service making up row 3. Joseph Causey, Nathan Sylvia making up row number 4. Josh McClune, Jason Miz, row 5. Tyler Markle, Adrian Schumacher will make up row number 6. We'll file on to the second page here. Malenko and Jacob Zalo will make up row number 7. Farron Elam, Greg Holt, row 8. Scott Williams, Adam Gardner, row 9. Daniel Supansky, Wendell Elliott, row number 10. Keith Helton, Andrew Pratt, row 11. Devin Smith, Kyle Lingerfeld, row 12. Found our way to the back page here. It'll be Dan Park and Matthew Setzer making up row 13. Joshua Fox making his first Outlaw Sim Series start. By the way, Wendell Elliott as well. I did not get the memo. He was actually in tonight's field. So that's news to me as well. Kevin Thompson there in 28th. He'll start the outside of row number 14. Eric Peck, Garrett Velzy making up row number 15. And Doug Solms in row number 16, making this, to my knowledge, the largest Outlaws Sim Series field to date. And man, oh man, it's a good one at that. It's going to be fun tonight. And we just await these drivers to work their way on their pace laps. Take one quick breather and we'll be right to the action. You'll be watching the field work their way around the high banks here at the 2.66 mile super speedway here at Talladega. And now, as the field works their way through the high banks of turns 3 and 4 for the final time before race pace tonight, Jeremiah Stutzman and Christian Converse leading the field here. All 28 of you viewers, everybody in-house, all on your feet, because we're about to get to the action here tonight. Real quick, the race info tonight. There it is right there. 95 laps of racing, 75% fuel loads, unlimited overtime attempts, 1 fast repair for these drivers. Track temp 128 degrees. Man, it's hot, but it's windy. 13 mile per hour winds. But as the field works their way through the tri-oval, Jeremiah Stutzman is going to lead us to the green here at Talladega. All stack up on the outside lane. Can they get it sorted out? Lap 1 complete here at Talladega. Jeremiah Sutzman leads a large field of 31 cars. But here comes Reese Schaefer with a push up on the outside lane. Nathan Sylvia fills in behind. Seth Berger up the third car on the outside lane. 3 wide. Get a fourth row back there. But it's Sylvia trying to push Schaefer out in front. We work our way down the back straightaway. Reese Schaefer, can he clear to the lead? He's going to try to get Sylvia clear as well. But are they going to leave Seth to dry up there as well? Seth trying to get clear. And all 3 of them are clear up front. We take a look at the chat. Catherine Lingerfeld says, let's go Kyle. Jenna B says, let's go Berger. And while Seth Berger has made his way into third, Kyle Lingerfeld chilling at the back right now in 26th. Now, that's not because he's not trying or anything. That's just him chilling right now, trying to let this race come to him. So we take a look at there. There's the pack right there. Jacob Zolla kind of at the tail end of that first pack. And you have Scott Williams, Max Service. And then we have this second pack for me back here. Adrian Schumacher and Miz, they're kind of leading this second group around now. They're still within the draft, but they're leaving a little bit of a gap. And then we get back here. Tyler Markle, we just saw him drop back on the back straightaway here. He's kind of the back here. He's, oh my goodness, look at the field, double wide, and that's Schumacher all the way up against the outside wall. But Tyler Markle's kind of back here, just letting the race come to him, letting the race play out. It's a long race, 95 laps. That is 253 miles of racing here at Talladega Super Speedway, and he's letting this race play out and towards his favor. So trying to see how it goes. Back up front, Nathan Sylvia getting pushed by Christian Converse now to the front. That was Sylvia maybe trying to block a run from Christian. Coming off of turn number 2. It's still Sylvia up high, leading the outside lane, and now here comes the Bama boys. Theron jumps out of line, but Causey's actually going to follow his teammate of Christian Converse. So it's all Theron Elam all by himself at the front of the field, and look at this pack. He's going to file his way back in line, though, in front of Joseph Causey. So many cars. I am losing at the size of this field. This is absolutely amazing, and I'm all for it. Here in the final plate race of the season, the playoff race here at Talladega, and Nathan Sylvia, Reese Schaefer, a couple of playoff spoilers, if you will, leading this field. Look at the back of the pack here. We got 3 wide. It's all the way up in the outside. There's Devin Smith to the outside of Siponsky and Stutzman. This may be Smith trying to drop back, but this is a wild move to try to go 3 wide this early on lap number 5. So back up front, still double wide, and it's still the Squanch boys leading. That makes Landon very happy, as the smile on his face will get wider and wider as this race goes on, if they can stay up there. But a lot of racing to go. Now Sylvia breaks out from in front of Converse. He's going to try to block both lines here. Converse with the push from Theron Elam. We'll see here off of turn number 2 if he can still hold station with Converse with a huge push around the outside. It might not be able to happen. Christian Converse clears to the lead, and he leaves Theron Elam up to dry up there. As a Talladega paramedic 2 times a year, hello from Dega. Hello. Hope you're here and enjoying the show. Should be a fun one tonight. 31 cars in the field, and there's 7 playoff drivers vying for 4 playoff spots. In about 3 weeks' time, we'll be crowning a champion. But first, we got to get through this race. And again, there's 1 playoff driver up here in the top 5. That's Joseph Causey. Adrian Schumacher, he actually worked his way up to 6th. He was deep in the middle of the pack. So make that 3 playoff drivers up here with Causey and Schumacher and Berger. And the rest, well, we'll kind of find them here. Max Service, he kind of towards the back of this pack, and we'll find Tyler Markle back here. Malenko's kind of around where Max is. And Kyle Lingerfeld is back here as well. Kyle Lingerfeld riding in this second pack, knowing that he's got to make 95 laps before he even worries about where he's finished, where he's positioned at the end of lap 95. Lawrence Fawcett says, let's go Kyle Lingerfeld, or he says, go Kyle Lingerfeld, number 65. And Landon says he's watching from work. This is going to be exciting. I bet it is, as Sylvia fights his way back to in front of Christian Converse. What a run for Nathan Sylvia. This is the Bama boys on the outside lane. Theron Elam with the push from Joseph Causey. That's a couple of Landon's paint schemes hard at work on the outside lane. Theron Elam trying to get clear to the race lead with Joseph Causey until no, he will not be Causey. It'll be just Theron Elam Jr., the Bama boy himself, the 21-year-old with 2 top 10s on the season, leading here at Talladega. The outside lane is really working. That's a very, very important observation there, Andrew St. Cyr. Especially with the amount of people they have up there. It's working really well. If you ever played NASCAR Racing 2003 season, you watch the default AI kind of go their way around plate tricks. It's working like a conveyor belt. One driver will get pushed up there, fall in line, and then fall back into the field. And that's kind of what's happening up here. Drivers are going to get pushed up there if they don't get blocked. And here comes Farron to block. Now they're going to go 3 wide. Farron to the sucker hole. He led his 1 lap, and then the field said, okay, Bama boy, back to the back for you, because Joseph Causey is going to clear to the race lead. From one Bama boy to the other, Joseph Causey, no, he's not born in Alabama. He's actually born in Florida. He moved to Alabama, and he's lived here a good chunk of his life. Christian Converse now jumps up as he tries to get to the front. Adrian Schumacher has Farron Elam, Greg Holt in tow, and more. Danny Suponski's worked his way up here as well, but Christian Converse, the push, the, I guess, invisible push, because he's not really getting pushed right now. Whoa, a move from Reese Schaefer there in that 17, but Christian Converse trying to get pushed out in front as Joseph Causey continues to lead. Donovan Craddock in-house saying, let's go, Seth. And Seth is there chilling on the 4th car in the inside lane. Let's actually go on board with Seth Berger and see what he sees. Now, this is what Seth, well, this is not exactly what Seth is saying, but this is on top of the car, the number 77. You can see kind of what's going on in front of him here. And let's take a look behind them also for good measure. Incredible stuff. Still out in front now. Nathan Sylvia's jumped out of the line from behind the 88. He's going to get pushed out in front once again. Is he going to leave Converse? He's going to stay with Converse. He stays with Converse, and Causey gets back to the inside. Nathan Sylvia trying to take over the race lead once again. Sylvia trying to get up here and dominate. Causey with a great push from Reese Schaefer. Maybe Schaefer isn't, going to lay over and let Causey fall back and to help Nathan just because Nathan's left Reese so much. Oh, it's pretty early. I don't know if this is really, going to boil over into something, but just an interesting observation that Nathan keeps leaving Reese, and now it might cost him. That outside lane kind of got a little unformed, and now Schaefer trying to jump up. He will jump up, and now Seth's going to move up to the 2nd car on the inside, but that inside lane is losing people quickly. Reese Schaefer's not going to get a huge push from Nathan, and maybe they are working together once again because they're both going to get clear. They're going to leave Converse. They're going to... Oh, no. Oh, so close, and they will leave Christian Converse. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Joseph Causey's going to drop out. He said, this is enough for me. I'm a playoff driver that needs to survive. He's going to drop on back. I will say, all 31 cars are still in this pack. Even 31st place, Daniel Park, back here. His 1 top 5 on the season was Daytona, earlier in the playoffs. He finished 4th. He's here in 31st. The entire field is still in one pack, and that is amazing to me. 31 cars deep, and not a single one of these drivers are, really letting this field split apart. I mean, they got Malenko as really the chain right here. He's holding both packs together. Malenko and the workhorse keeping these 2 packs together. I mean, I say 2 packs because there's 2 distinct groups, but they're all within one big draft. There's nobody kind of really losing the draft to make their own pack, and I don't think that was really going to be the case today here at Talladega. But I mean, I think they're putting a lot of faith in this field, running the way they are. And how about this man? James Gilliard in the 33. He's only made 23 starts this season. He had an injury to his hand, to his wrist, that forced him out of the car for several weeks. Make that 2 months, 8 weeks. He's back in the car, and he's back in full force here at Talladega. We know him to be an aggressive plate racer, and he's up here. He's duking it out with the playoff boys and the playoff spoilers up here. What can he do right now? Rides in 6th. It'll be interesting to see that 33 up on the inside. Repping the Georgia colors, by the way. That'll be fun to see how that goes over. But Nathan Sylvia, Reese Schaefer still working up front. Berger pushing Sylvia. Converse pushing Schaefer. See, Ashley Jackson says, are Kyle Larson iRacing in this race now? Kyle Larson is not in this iRacing race. Whoa, what a move. Christian Converse down to the inside on Nathan Sylvia, following Reese Shaver, trying to split up them. Well, that was an aggressive move at the front of the field. I don't like that for the playoff drivers hanging in this pack. But Kyle Larson is not in this iRace right now. He is in the NASCAR iRacing Pro Invitational. That is going on Fox Sports 1 right now. If you wish to tune into that, that's where that is. But you should still stay. We got a great show going on up here. Lap 50 and 95, and it's still very intense up in front. Goku Guy 92 says, my boy number 77. And Andrew St. Cour says, this is the most patience I have seen from Zal all season. And there's contact up front, and they're going to save it. They all save it. Christian Converse, Nathan Sylvia, Reese Schaefer. Converse is going to probably have to lose some speed here. If he's going to merge back up, where is he? Where is he? He's down in the back of the pack here. Are they going to give him room to merge up? They're kind of giving him half a lane. He's going to try to merge up here out of 4. And Converse is going to merge into the back of the pack here. What a wild move right there. Oh my goodness. That was... Oh man. Let's Woo! Catch our breath down. Let's see what happened. I'm sorry, this was not exactly timed up. There's still a lot more. Hold up. I'm trying to get this queued up here. Here we go. So here's the entire thing going on here. Converse on the Converse on the inside. Sylvia behind with Schumacher. Try to see it here. Was that the push from Schumacher that sent this, or we'll get another view of it. Let's see. This is gonna be also kind of hard to tell as well. This is what we saw on broadcast. I don't know if that was Schumacher's push that caused it. It looked, I guess it has to be, but let's try to go on board with Adrian Schumacher, and who's taking over the lead of this race, by the way. Let's see what he saw. This is on board of Adrian Schumacher. Did he push Sylvia? Just a nudge, but that's all it takes here at Talladega as well. So Adrian Schumacher has taken over the lead of this race with Seth Berger in tow. Greg Holt up on the outside. Danny Supansky up there on the outside as well. James Gilliard on the inside. And then we have Farron Ely and Max Service making up V-Top 7. Let's take a look at the chat. Mark Berger says, let's go, Berger Nation. Number 77 with the 100% symbol. 35 viewers in-house tonight. Hope you all are enjoying the show. And it's been a wild one so far. We've already had one near big accident, and it was not an accident. Great work by the field, by the way. Adrian Schumacher continues to lead. And here comes Seth Berger. He's trying to get his lap led early. Maybe there's a little bit of a deal since they're in the same chat. Did Adrian, say, okay, did Seth say, okay, you led your lap, let me get my lap led. Holt, very aggressive, trying to get to around the 77. He's going to file in line behind the 77. Is Holt maybe going to play spoiler here to Seth Berger's lap led? A lap led gets you 1 point. And we saw Joseph Causey made the next round of the playoffs by leading laps and having that 1 extra point for leading the most laps. And Seth, with no help, to the outside is going to go Greg Holt. Seth Berger will not lead a lap yet here at Talladega, but now pretty much the hero. He needed the push from Adrian Schumacher, but is it too late? Greg Holt is going to get clear of the 77 of Seth Berger. Importantly, Seth Berger did not get a lap led there. Now he comes into today's race with a decent little margin in points, but you don't want 1 point that you could have gotten here at Talladega to be the sole reason you don't make it into the championship for, because no matter what happens, no matter who wins the next 3 weeks, there will be at least one driver making it in on points, and it very well could be Seth Berger having to fend off somebody for that final playoff spot if he cannot win in these next 3 races. So it is going to be very interesting to see how that works out. But Greg Holt playoff spoiler along now. Daniel Supansky with the push from Theron Elam to the outside, trying to make something happen. Again, on the ticker, drivers in red are the drivers in the playoffs. There's 7 left in this 31-car field. They continue to work their way around. They continue to work their way around the high banks here at Talladega. It's Daniel Supansky out in front, trying to get that outside lane to work in his favor. And how about Adam Gardner working his way to the third car on the outside lane? He's got Wendell Elliott behind him. Garrett Valzi, the last Talladega winner in this race. His one win on the season was at Talladega, eliminated in round number 1. But Garrett Valzi in that number 48. He's here in Ryden. Can he get it done at Talladega back-to-back times? Daniel Supansky still trying to get his lap led there on the outside lane. The push from Theron Elam. Can he get clear of Holt? This is pretty much what he's working for. And now, I mean, there's a lot of non-playoff. There's 3 playoff drivers up here, but that's a lot of non-playoff drivers up here. We have 4 playoff drivers just hanging back there with, Malenko, Kazi, Lingerfeld, Markle. I'm sorry, not Markle. Markle's not a playoff driver. Lingerfeld, Kazi, Malenko back there, and oh goodness, who are the playoff drivers? I'm blanking right now. I know Seth, Adrian, up here on the inside, the 2 cars on the inside leading. By the way, Supansky got clear of Greg Holt there. So that's kind of, de-escalated the situation up in front. And it's now just 2, somewhat calm lines going at it here out in front. One driver has lost the draft. That is the 97 of Keith Helton. So he's right now hoping this race will play out into his favor. If he can get a caution, he will be back in it. And who knows, if, being that far back, he could avoid a big wreck should one happen. Theron Elam Jr. to push from league owner Adam Gardner will lead another lap here at Talladega. Theron Elam trying to get his stuff going here, but Adam Gardner wants to lead some laps. Adam Gardner there. His one top 5 this season. Legacy Pocono, he finished 5th. And that's James Gilliard dropping out. James Gilliard is dropping out of the lead pack. That's when you know enough is enough. James Gilliard, we know him to be always a hard charger up front. The Floridian himself is 23 starts on the season, 8 top 10s. Even he said, all right, boys, this is enough for me. That is wild. They're 3 wide up there. Setzer around the outside trying to get something to happen, but with no help. How much help, or how much will he be able to do on that outside by himself? Are there people coming to help him now? Devin Smith, and he's going to file back in line. So Theron Elam gets his lap led, and nearly Gardner turned in front of the field, but Wendell Elliott will keep Gardner in front of him, and they'll try to push Adam Gardner to the race lead. 36 viewers in-house tonight. Once again, hopefully you are all enjoying the show that we're putting on for y'all. Some of our biggest numbers on the season as a series of Outlaw Sim series. Again, thanks you all for all your support and for all y'all tuning in. We continue to work our way around the high banks here at Talladega. How about we go a little bit of crank it up? And hopefully you enjoyed letting these cars speak for themselves here at the high banks of Talladega. 650 reduced horses. I don't know what the exact number is, but it's around there. They have tapered spacers now. They're not really restricted. There's no restrictor plates on these cars in real life anymore. They're tapered spacers. At I'm pretty sure. At least I know for sure the Cup cars are. But again, hopefully you all enjoyed that. Even Licklighter, I'm gonna assume that's how it's pronounced. First time watching out in the Facebook chat. Welcome, sir. Hope you're enjoying the show. Diane Mendez says, let's go, Causey. Out in front, Farron Elam has now taken command of this race. He's got Supansky and Greg Holt in tow behind. Adam Gardner still trying to make that outside work, but everybody's got to get in single file in with 75% fuel loads, boys. I think pit stops are coming. I think that's why we're seeing the field get single file. Everybody's trying to work their way to the bottom. And that, I think that's people, trying to say, hey, we got to get a clear shot to the pit lane. Gardner, Wendell, Elliott, Matthew Setter, they're still out there up on the highest side. And then behind, who else we got? We have a few more stragglers up there. Devin Smith leading the charge up there with, how about in his first start? Joshua Fox, the mainer himself. We have a second mainer in the field. Greg Holt is also one of the mainers in this field. Josh Fox making his first Outlaw Sim Series start. But not first start with the league. He has been a long-time member of the league back when it was on console. He's come off of turn number 4. Any takers this time? No takers. As Adam Gardner, did Adam Gardner work his way to the front? Yes, he has. Adam Gardner takes the lead here at Talladega. He's got Farron Ealing behind him. Setzer files into third, and Wendell Elliott still out there trying to get himself in line, and now the top 5 are in line. A little bit of a gap. Greg Holt is behind Daniel Saponsky, and we have 5 cars back there trying to work themselves out towards the back of the pack. Take a look. We got Jason Miz. He's in line. Let's see who's back here. Eric Peck, Andrew Pratt, Doug Solms, the kind of teammate trying to work their way into line here. And I think we're getting close to that time, so we're gonna hop back up front and see if there's anybody coming. Car's going up high. I think people might have been calling it out. Here comes Gardner and Farron, and are they by themselves? They might be. Yeah, it's just Gardner and Elam had a spin on pit entry. Let's go back and see what happened. I'm sorry, that was not it. Oh goodness. You got Farron Elam entering the pit lane. Trying to slow it down. He locked it up. And that is not what you want to do. Not only will you come in, with one other car. I mean, now you're really losing time to the field because you have to get it corrected and get 4 tires. Because you heated up your tires. My goodness. All right, pit stops, round number 2. Anybody coming? Who's coming this time? Yep, we've got quite a few people coming. Oh, my goodness, a lot of people. Oh, it is a busy, busy pit lane. Watch it, boys. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Are they going to make it? Look at them make it. Look at them, like the professionals. The professionals have mistakes, and that was a beautiful pit entry by the field for the most part. We're gonna watch that one again in a second. That was a beautiful pit entry. Oh, Nathan. Did Nathan slide the box? Oh, Nathan missed the box and he towed. Oh, my goodness. Now, here comes this field of cars working their way through turns 3 and 4. The Swift boys have stayed out together. And it looks like this is the general chat for the most part staying out. Schumacher came in with those guys. The general chat out here. And Lingerfelt. Here comes a good chunk of them. That's Farron staying out, and they're trying to make it easy, work their ways on the pit lane. They got some of the dirt dudes back here as well. They all make it on, for the most part, safe and sound. Dan Park lost a little bit of the pack here. Eric Peck. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Boys, Eric Peck's out of fuel. Oh, man. Eric Peck trying to coast it down the pit lane. And that is tragic. Went 1 lap too long. Maybe he couldn't get down. See the merge out, though, as Eric Peck tries to make his way down. Here's the merge point. Malenko trying to get up through the gears, leading this field. Setzer leading the next lane. He's coming full speed. They're going to blow right on by Malenko here. Maybe they merge out together. And now, you know, we got a little bit of a train here. Malenko's going to come on up. They're too formed up. They're going to blow right on by Matthew Setzer and crew. As Matthew Setzer's got Kazi, Converse, you know, that Velzy and Holt in line, but Malenko's going to have service in tow. And let's see if Eric Peck made the pit lane. He has. Nathan Sylvia coming out on track as well. So they kind of get spread out, but we're going to get people lined up here, and we're going to see the pack merge together once again. Let's take a look at this magnificent, I mean, absolutely magnificent pit entry by the field. Look at him locking up. Oh, don't hit the wall, Garrett. Oh, I think Garrett got the wall. Oh, man. Okay, not mistake-free, but so a beautiful pit entry by the field. Look at this. I cannot believe there's not any more contact as there wasn't. I think, was that? Oh, man, somebody just shot through the middle there and, you know, made up some time. Wow. What a pit entry. Joseph Kazi to the lead. Matthew Setzer drops down low. And now, Seth Berger leading the next lane. The cars up there as Malenko and Max have attached. And we're going to have a decent little group of cars here. Joshua Fox trying to hang on. I think he's lost that draft, but Joshua Fox is going to fall back here to this pack of cars. McClune, Pratt, Smith, Supansky, Lingerfelt, and Gilliard. Let's see how everybody... Thompson's back there. Elam and Solms. Elam with his mistake. He's going to be back here with Solms. Nathan at the toe back to his pit box, and Dan Park back here as well. Keith Helton out all by himself, and Eric Peck will make it out of the pit lane. Let's see, when did Eric Peck enter the pit lane? Was he speeding? He might have sped. It's gonna be hard to tell from this angle. I mean, no, you can't even tell. But he came down a second time, so I have to think he was speeding. There's Eric Peck letting the field by, and now it's a large field for the most part. I mean, that is not a small field by any means. We have 18 cars in this pack. Not small by any means. Let's take a look at the chat. Let's see. Jenna Crandall says, come on, Kyle Lingerfeld. Remember, if you win first, you're last. Chris Dixon says, let's go, Matthew Setzer. Ethan Licklighter says, let's go, Setzer. RC, buddy. And Diane Mendez says, come on, Kazi. As Kazi, the Bama boy himself, born Floridian, but he said he moved to Alabama in his teenage years, lived in Alabama most of his life, you know, and repping the Bama Buggies livery, as Christian Converse is going to jump out of line, out of his team, and Seth Berger's going to go even higher. Oh, goodness, and Seth Berger's going to have Wendell Elliott in tow, and they're going to work their way around Christian Converse. They're going to shuffle Matthew Setzer out of line. What a maneuver by the field. Oh, and they're going to wreck! Great, Garrett Velzy involved. Car spinning onto the pit lane. Jacob Zala and Max Service spinning across the infield. Oh my goodness. That's for sure. Yep, we have a caution on the speedway, so we're going to get a replay. I mean, I knew that was for sure going to bring out a caution. Let's see what happened. And, man, that was Scott Williams just got a little too low. Caught Garrett Velzy, and, oh, Markle, Lingerfeld, and Schumacher. Oh, big hit for Schumacher. That's a RAS repair gone. 3 playoff drivers in the thick of it right there. Oh my goodness. Just got a little low, hooked Velzy around and then spinning down the track. Not a whole lot of places to go. People are going to get flags, go over hidden pit lane there, and Schaefer clipped by Miz, and oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. A lot of people coming through. Did they make it through clean? Another thing to look at. People, you know, coming down pit lane trying to avoid it. And oh, Zala, what were you doing? He was cooking it in pit lane. Oh, goodness. Even when he's not the highlight. Oh, yeah, I think he got hit. To be fair. I think he got hit by Gardner. Man, oh, man. Trying to organize replays here. My apologies. There we go. So we missed that one, but we'll get another look at it here. And they're just spinning out of control, and oh, right down the track is Setzer. Man, on Tyler Markle, not a whole lot of places to go. Setzer kind of gets it rolling. I want to ride on board with Tyler Markle here. Let's see just how. Wham! And Lingerfeld. Did Lingerfeld save it? Lingerfeld might have saved it, but Schumacher got some big damage in that one. Let's see this if we can. This wreck avoidance from Jeremiah Stutzman. Did he miss it? Did he miss it? Can't see anything. Wow, what an avoidance. What an avoidance. Let's see how Schumacher fared in this one. Oh, he hit Garrett Velzy hard and then oof. That might be a fast repair for Adrian Schumacher. So we'll see right here. Does he take a fast repair? And try to see how bad it is first. He is not taking a fast repair. His pit stops work out. It's Stutzman staying out and Seth Berger winning the race off of pit lane. So let's go ahead and see who we can dial up here. I want to try to dial up something different. Somebody different. We already talked to the top 3. Adam Gardner. I mean, we talked to him at Daytona Road Course and after the race, but I want to hear his reaction after this. Let's talk to the man, the league owner himself, Adam Gardner. Hopefully he's not too busy with race control. I'm gonna ask him first. Adam, hopefully you're not too busy with race control to be pulled up here for an interview.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, good to know that you're good. I didn't want to pull you away from any important conversations, but yeah, having a nice little run. Got yourself a lap led as well, I believe, right?
Yep.
Oh man. So that incident, were you ahead of it? I believe when that happened. Or?
No, I was behind it, so lucky to get through that clean, but unfortunately, got a little bit of contact coming out of the pit, so we're fixing to go back in and fix the left side of it here. Pull the left front fenders out.
Yeah, just very slight damage, but even that can, cost you seconds at Talladega. Or,
yeah, better to fix it now while we can.
So what you've seen, it looked like, a lot of playing nice. And by the way, from the entire field, beautiful, beautiful round of green flag pit stops. I mean, there was about 20 of them that came in that one lap, and nobody made contact with one another.
Yeah, I was very impressed actually with how it went through, and impressed, but at the same time not surprised, considering how these guys are and how we race every week. So, but at the same time, it is Dega, and it's going to be tricky, especially with how tight everybody is and how close everyone is together. So,
absolutely. And then from what you've seen, Are you? I mean, I know you're going to be preparing to stand, but you're going to be hanging back, at the back now that there's been a wreck, or maybe people use fast repairs. You're going to work your way forward, or what's the game plan for the 56 on this restart?
Give me 1 second here. What was that, Scott? Yeah, you and the 48 were the cause car, so that's why you guys get the ULs.
That is correct. He did.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, he did come down and make contact with the 48 to initiate that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so what's the game plan for the 56 here? Didn't look like a lot of damage from the amount of time you were stopped in the pit box.
Now the plan is to really make it exciting. It was fun coming up from the deep in the field for the start, so it's gonna be even more fun to do it now again.
Right on. So no holding back in that 56.
Nope, we going.
Right on. Well, driver, we're going to leave you to it. Back to your league owner and race control duties as well as a driver. We'll leave you to it. Best luck to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you on the far side.
Appreciate it. Hopefully I see you on the other end.
Absolutely. Driver of the number 56, league owner, and the man himself, the Scooby-Doo car, known as Spooby to most, Adam Garner to us. Driver number 56, what a guy that is. Double wide and ready to go. One more time, let's take a look at the chat before we get to racing. Brandon Larson says, Stepanski going to be the upset winner tonight. Hashtag the big one. Andrew St. Cour says, I spoke too soon, LOL. Stepanski replied to Brandon Larson, said he's trying. Larson says, hey, Danny Stepanski, just race more like Matt Kenseth and less like Kevin Harvick. Just kidding. Good luck, bud. And Rebecca Berger says, go number 77. Speaking of number 77, Jeremiah Stutzman importantly stayed out and led a lap, and now Seth Berger is the leader of this race, so he's going to get himself a lap led as well. So important playoff drivers getting laps led here. Malenko also may need to get one, so they might coordinate a little plan here to get Malenko a lap led. But VIRacing.com safety car will find its safety in the pit lane, as we're going to turn them loose once again, just shy of halfway in the coming laps. Here today, it is Seth Berger and Malenko, row number 1. And let's get to the action. We are green from Talladega. So that was the coordinated plan from the Swift Motorsports boys. Malenko does get clear out in front of Seth Berger to try to both get them some laps led, even though they're competing against each other for the playoffs. They are first and second point standings coming into today's race. Trying to get Malenko one lap led. Now, can he do it at the line? Because Joseph Collins got a big push from Christian Converse. It's going to be something to watch at the line here. Malenko, he might even have to go up and block for it. To the line, Malenko got it. So that is 1 point for Malenko. And now Cost is going to have Converse to his back end here, along with Jason Miz and even Sylvia Reshaver turning it back up. Greg Holt stuck on the inside, trying to get up to the boys on the outside, along with Wendell Elliott, kind of, new to the series. Wonder who he is affiliated with, but I saw him in a Discord group earlier. I can't recall which one it was. I could definitely just look, see who it is, but I'll leave that to the surprise to see how it plays out later. So playoff drivers with laps led today. Adrian Schumacher, along with Seth Berger, Malenko, and Jeremiah Stutzman. Garrett Belzy had an incident on lap 43. Let's see what happened to Garrett Belzy. Back straightaway, he just pulled off. I think he did not use his fast repair and tried to see how bad the damage was, and he said it not like enough. He towed it. But interesting move. Joseph Cosby does get clear at 2 to race lead over Malenko. In the chat, Sean Thompson says, good luck, Kevin. And Catherine Lingerfeld says, go, Kyle. Up front, Christian Converse, a huge push from Jason Miz. Christian Converse into 90. see how he's done so far this season. The 15-year-old, 2 poles and 4 starts this season. He was trying to get another, but Stutzman took it away from him. By the way, that's another bonus point for Jeremiah Stutzman. Completely forgot about that. But the Floridian himself trying to get clear in front of Kazi. Another Floridian, but not able to there. Down the back straightaway we go. The fanning out here on the back straightaway. Malenko still hanging tough on that inside lane. Up against the outside wall is Jason Miz. He's fallen back into the clutches of the pack. And that's now Converse with Nathan Sylvia. Sylvia's going to try to push Converse out in front, but Converse is definitely going to leave him. So that's going to leave Sylvia, Schaefer, Service, and Zala. They're all going to work together, though. If they can get lined up and maybe bring Malenko and Seth out of that inside lane if they can. Zala, never mind, he's going to try to leave that outside group. He's going to put himself right in between Berger and Greg Holt. Jacob Zala is. Down the back straightaway we go. There's the lap vehicle of Matthew Setzer. And Tyler Markle has entered the pit lane. So I guess these are drivers who did not take damage or did not repair their damage. And Tyler Markle, I think he took his fast repair there. He can get back into this race. Matthew Setzer going lap down, maybe also took a fast repair. These are drivers coming in realizing that they are parachutes. They're not going to be able to do much of anything without a fully repaired car. Just Tyler Markle getting lapped by the field. Gonna try to get a yellow in his favor, catch a lap back the hard way. As we come around, Christian Converse leading. We're coming up to halfway here at Talladega. 1 caution, 1 round of green flag pit stops. The name of these drivers so far. Christian Converse leads over Joseph Causey. Seth Berger on the outside lane. He's come out to play with Sylvia and Schaefer after Zala left them. And Zala follows Malenko up on the inside. And Max Service still out there as well. Is Zala going to leave Malenko now to join them? Or he's going to stick low to the inside for now. Also on the outside, I believe that is the 75 Andrew Brad. Oh, Holt! What is Holt doing? Forcing his way forward. What was that? Oh my goodness. An aggressive move from Greg Holt. Everybody had to scatter to avoid the 3 of Greg Holt, but he slots himself into the outside lane now. That was an aggressive move. Greg Holt, the 40-year-old Mainer with 6 wins on the season, tied with Seth Berger for the most wins on the season. But Seth Berger is going places. He's going to the front. He's going to the race lead. Clear out in front. Berger Nation, rise up. Your man is out in front. Let's see. Eduardo Cardenas says, all gas, number 77. And Kerry Young says, Highlines running well. Nice driving, guys. That Highline is working very nicely. Major props to the field. And Seth trying to go up and block Nathan. Not able to do that. Sylvia is going to come around the outside to try to take the lap. Well, the next lap, because Berger did get that lap led there. And he already led laps early today. So he's just up here playing around now. They got fast repair. Some drivers have used theirs. Nathan Sylvia, Reese Schaefer around the outside. They're looking to get clear Seth. Nearly 3 wide now. Sylvia in the sucker hole. Here comes Schaefer with the push from Greg Holt around the outside. We have gone halfway here at Talladega. At least the last lap was halfway. And Schaefer now way up high. Drivers scatter and Zala trying to give some room, and here comes Kazi out of the inside to help Christian Converse as everybody's kind of, caught looking every other direction. Kazi's going to take Christian Converse to the front and try to clear in front of Seth Berger. He will. And Diane Mendez says Kazi all the way to the 37 of you out there watching on all the platforms tonight. Hope you all are enjoying the show and continue to stick with us. We're into the final part of this race. If we can go green to the end, we have at least 1 round of green flag pit stops to the end. And then things are still going to be very antsy. We still have 7 playoff drivers in the field looking for 4 playoff spots in 3 weeks' time at the championship race at Kansas. And we could know one of those 4 drivers with a potential victory tonight, but there's also 24 others trying to get their own names on the trophy tonight here at Talladega. Seth Berger now to push on the outside with Nathan Sylvia trying to get clear, and he will get clear of Christian Converse. Seth Berger now holding the inside lane, but Sylvia back out in front. Is he going to get sent to the sucker hole? I don't know how he even made his way back in line and back to the front that quickly. He was just in the sucker hole a second ago, and the sucker hole is when the 2 lanes kind of converge around you. They kind of go opposite of you. They leave you in the middle with no help. That's why they call it a sucker hole. You just suck right to the back of the pack. But Sylvia fought that, got out of it, is now trying to get to the race lead, but Holt around the outside, 3 wide. Berger leads a lap. Holt trying to make it 3 wide. He gets shuffled out of line. Service is going to follow Sylvia. Up there as well, we have Andrew Pratt. Where is he going to go? He's going to allow Greg Holt to get back in line. Matthew Setzer, the 5th car on the outside. Converse and Kazi working with one another. They're trying to get Greg Holt up there with them as well, but Malenko's going to follow Seth along with Jacob Zola on the inside lane. Christian Converse back out in front on working lap number 52 of 95. And man, the lead changes on this race is going to be through the roof. Kazi trying to get clear. Seth, no. Seth has to check up to not wreck them. Here comes Sylvia. Not too much help, but he's got service behind him. But now Kazi and Converse are trying to split Greg Holt into their line. Now Malenko, he has a little look up high. I don't know if that's maybe him trying to hold a line. There's some damage to the back end of that 81 just from probably getting pushed. It is so difficult in this pack. Let's ride on board with Greg Holt and see how he's trying to work his way forward. I've been told this week, if you're gonna get damage on your race car, you don't want damage on your race car, period. But if you're gonna get damage, you want it to be on that left rear. The car's gonna turn a little bit better now. These cars are already kind of loose in the pack as well. That is some tough driving for Max Service he's doing. But you're not gonna be a parachuter if you have left rear damage. If you have right side damage or right rear, right front damage, you are a parachute, and you are gonna be so slow in the pack. You're gonna drop straight down the running order. So that's how Max Service, even with a damaged vehicle, is able to stay up on that outside lane. Nathan Sylvia trying to work around the outside of Converse and Kazi. Some great racing up here between Sylvia and Service and Kazi and Converse. A lot of C's and S's, making it very difficult on me. It's a lot of consonants I'm not used to saying in quick succession right there. Trying to get my own little tongue twister going to kind of help out. No, goodness. Lap 55 to 95 coming around. 40 laps to go here at Talladega. Still double wide out in front. Now 3 wide. Sets are getting shoved out of line. Pratt to the inside of him along with Schaefer, and Helton makes his way. Remember, Helton had lost the lead draft. He's up here in the thick of it. Keith Helton is the 33-year-old from Tennessee. Already won top 5 on the season. Second to Greg Holt at Las Vegas. And we all remember how wild that finish was at Las Vegas. Sideways across the line. The top 2 were in a huge wreck after the checkers. This pack is 26 cars deep, with Jeremiah Stutzman the 26th placed car. Matthew Setzer is in the field, trying to work his way forward and try to get a lap back. He's in the lucky dog position. Eric Peck in the field as well. They're actually battling for the lucky dog position. in this same pack, Tyler Marcos lost the draft trying to, keep himself in this race if it gets really crazy. And Scott Williams in 30th. Garrett Velzy has retired from V-Race. So that we are down to 30 cars running out of a 31 driver field. And we're still in it. We are still in it. So as things have, I say they calm down. It's still very tense at the top two. Sylvia not able to get clear in front of Kazi. I'm sorry, clear in front of Converse and Kazi. It's going to take a little moment, and we're going to go a little. We're going to let these horses on these cars speak for themselves. On turn 4, there's a lot of cars. 3 cars hard into the inside wall. One of them a playoff driver. Christian Converse into the inside pit wall as well. And they're still racing for it out in front. On the straightaway, I think they're going to have to look at who the leader is. And Christian Converse and Seth Berger, big crash. Let's see how it happened. Oh man, we're gonna catch a little late there, and Scott Williams was trying to pit there as well. Oh man. Let's see what happened. Right here, and I think Holt just pushed Converse and big hits. Seth, big hit into the inside. Well, that's going to be a faster pair for both of them. Let's go to look above. See how this happened right here. To check up, and Holt just caught Converse at the wrong angle. And wow, what a way to not get ran over there to 64 of Scott Williams. Oh, man. We've already seen a lot of people come in after thinking that they could repair their damage. So I think, yeah, that's going to be a faster for both of them. I think, Seth's doesn't look as bad, but he did hit the front end of that car pretty hard. It, ricocheted him off that wall. So I think that's going to be a pit stop for Seth Berger. And this is the camera a similar camera to what we just saw to crash from under Crank It Up. And that is... Wow. Wow. I do not know what to say. Wild turn of events here, but pit stops underway from the field. Matthew Setzer, the lucky dog. Setzer will get the wave around. Now look at the chat as we go into pit stops here. Mark Berger had just said, "Go 77, you got this." And Andrew St. Cour had said, "I think Max's bit of damage is preventing him from pushing the outside line, as we have seen all night." And Mark Berger is not happy with Greg Holt pushing the 90 around and into 7. That is another slide through the box for Nathan Sylvia. He cannot stop on his box or on his line for whatever it's worth. Maybe the brake bias and the setup is not what he thought it was. And Max Service has stayed out to get himself a lap bled. I think now every playoff driver has gotten a lap bled except for Kyle Lingerfelt. And unless I'm incorrect, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Greg Holt will come out 2nd, Causey 3rd, Sylvia 4th, Malenko 5th, Zala 6th, Miz 7th, Wendell Elliott in 8th. Well, we did not talk to him in pre-race. Let's go ahead and see if we can bring him up. Let's see if we can bring him on up now. Greg, what happened, man?
Checkup. I mean,
yeah,
nine through a block, I guess, and everybody had to lift. I mean, I wasn't even really on the throttle when we made contact.
Yeah, fair enough. It did look like a bad checkup on the outside. For what it's worth, I think, you were trying to get up there with Causey and Converse, and this is way before the crash, but what I'm talking about. And they were just kind of, coupled up, kind of a little away from y'all. Were kind of in opposite lines at all times. What was, I guess, the game plan for you to try to get hooked up with them?
I was just trying to get there, but Max had some pretty severe damage on the car, and so didn't Reese. So really, the fact that we were even keeping up with him, every time the car went away from being in front of Max, it just stalled. I couldn't push him. Too much damage. They both said, I asked them afterwards. That's why I tried to peel Max out and got behind Christian. I mean, it's fine when we're all in a line, but you can't have a car that's got a parachute on it trying to lead the pack out there,
Right. I was actually, commenting on Max's damage. You don't really want damage on any race car here at Talladega. And I think he's coming in. He just kind of got his lap bled. Are you coming in as well?
Yeah, no, I am. Absolutely.
Oh, are y'all that close on fuel? It is close on fuel. Oh, I just realized. Look at the lap count. Oh, man.
5, 4, 3.
So what is the fuel strategy?
1.
I was getting an EOL anyway, so I don't know.
Right.
We'll see.
That's right.
We'll see what happens here. We'll see how it goes. Shoot, you know what? I'm grabbing that. I'm gonna take that if I can. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? Damn it. Are we gonna be on 1 to go?
I believe so, yes.
That did give me damage. Oh well. I guess we'll worry about it next time.
But I was saying, I guess if you're gonna get damage on a race car here at Talladega, that left rear is kind of the way to go. But is it really that much of a parachute? I guess.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, well, you got to figure that it's downforce.
Right.
If it's sticking out or anything, it was. So it was. That was. It was just. It couldn't. It had so much drag.
Okay. I was thinking since it was pushed in, it wouldn't have been as impactful. But I guess that does kind of make sense. All right, but obviously, you're not a playoff driver. You're here for fun and for the win. Maybe for Causey as well. You're at the back of the field here. Looks like it's going to be close on fuel. Are you going forward, or what's this 3 car doing?
We're gonna play it. I bet you business is about to pick up, so we'll see. I mean, I'll go to the front. I still got my quick repair. We'll see what happens, I guess.
Right on.
I don't really know how it's gonna play out. If we can go, we'll go. If not, well, I guess we'll ride around.
Actually, you are not on 1 to green yet, so...
We're not?
I see the caution light still on the
It's
speedway.
telling me to be on the inside
okay.
line. So are we on 1 to go, guys? Oh, it is coming to 1 to go. All right, I
Okay.
guess we're good. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's been hairy out here, to say the least. At least I got Christian at the back with me. So if I want somebody to work with, I got it right here.
Absolutely. Well, we will leave you to it. You can continue to talk to your team and get ready to get set for this restart here. Best luck to you, driver. Hopefully, we're talking to you on the far side.
All right, sounds good, buddy.
Absolutely. Driver of the number 3, Greg Holt there, and he said there's a checkup, and I do believe him. So we're going to take one more look at it and see, where this all stems from before, we completely throw blame on Greg Holt here. Let's see. I mean, Nathan was... he was there. Let's see how late this block was. See if we can. Go back. I mean, this is so far ago. Let's go to this, and then we're gonna watch this lap happen and see how rough this block was, and see how it was impactful. It's like so this is coming off of turn 2. Nathan Sylvia is getting pushed by Joseph Causey. And Causey trying to get clear Converse. Converse maybe on the brakes, trying to get Causey out in front. And let's see, when does Causey move up the track? I mean, he moves up, but Nathan didn't like block too late. I don't know. The 9. I mean, he reacted to the 88, but it was not like a late block or anything. So I'm not pinning that on Nathan by any means. That was not what caused that incident. Or maybe not directly. That was a while. That was a long while before the block and the incident had I guess created that incident. So, we're back to it. We're on lap 64 of 95. I believe we're coming around to the restart here. The lights are off on the pace car. It is Nathan Sylvia and Malenko, the front row. Jacob Zola, and how about it, making his first Outlaw Sim Series start, Josh Fox, outside row 2. Schaefer, Lingerfeld, Service, Supansky, Miz, and Seth Berger, the top 10. The iRacing.com safety car is going to find the safety of pit lane. And we are going to get at it here at Talladega once again. So here we go. The field's in the hand of Nathan Sylvia. We are green from Talladega. I want to go back and watch this restart once things, settle down a little bit. Or let's see what happened. I'm going to go back a lap. And how many cars was Eric Peck ahead of? Man, this pack got really spread out. I'm not exactly sure what happened. We're going to go back to the live action here. There's Jacobs all out in front is Nathan Sylvia. He's got a big lead. Oh. Are we under caution? Let's see what happened. My Stutzman entered the pit lane. What has happened? Were we not supposed to go green? I think that's potentially what's happening here. We're gonna watch this restart. I do not know what is entirely happening. not really anything going on. Caution once again. I don't know what has happened here. Oh, Jeremiah, did Stutzman get the wall there? Let's see. Oh, park and hold. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That is a caution. Oh my! Oh my goodness! What happened there? It's like Park caught hole and hold into Stutzman, and man, what happened there? See, into the corner. Park was low and then high, and the car kind of darted from him, and Stutzman a wild ride. Oh my goodness. What a hit. What a hit, what a hit. See this from Stutzman's onboard. Just all of a sudden, there's... Wow. It was so subtle. Didn't even, I mean, notice it. You know, there's cars slow. There was an actual caution. That's for sure. Oh, wham! Honestly, he got saved from terminal engine damage right there by hitting Stutzman. I think that's still a fast repair for the 3 of Greg Holt. Let's see if we can see this also on. We're not able to see. Oh wow, coming at you! Pit stops underway. And how about it? In his first Outlaws Sim Series start, Josh Fox, the 27-year-old Mainer, leading his first lap here at Talladega. Out there with him is Kyle Lingerfeld, Daniel Stepanski, Adrian Schumacher. Is Fox maybe going to come in here and get Lingerfeld lap led? Let's take a look at the chat. Mark Berger was still not happy with Holt. Donald Stern says, good evening. Chris Dixon says, you got this, Matthew Setzer. Donald Stern says, where is Devin? Let's go see where Devin is. Devin Smith comes off the pit lane. He is in the thick of the pack. He is 16th. Devin Smith with his 5 top 10s, 5 top 5s, 15 top 10s, and his 32 starts this season was eliminated last round at the Daytona Road Course. And Catherine Lingerfeld says, keep on trucking, number 65. Well, let's see if we can talk to the man leading his first lap. It's under caution, but let's see. You know, it's his first Outlaw Sim Series start. So let's talk to the man leading his first Outlaw Sim Series lap here, even though it's under caution. Josh, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Absolutely. So, you're kind of hanging around towards the back, but what have you been able to see in your first 68 laps of racing?
Yeah, I'm basically just been hanging out back, trying to stay out of trouble, avoid all the big wrecks, trying to help Kyle as much as possible. Basically, just trying to get a learning curve down, and I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now. I think we have a good car to lead here.
Fair enough. Are y'all good on fuel to the end, or are you just making on more yellows?
It's going to be close.
Fair enough. What's the game plan for, I assume, you 3 working together up here?
Basically just stay together, and hopefully it all folds in Kyle's hand. That's my goal.
Absolutely. I can't recall. Has Kyle been able to lead a lap today?
He has not.
He's not. I think all the other 6 playoff drivers have. So that might be something to keep in mind as well. In terms of bonus points, y'all are doubling up here. So I know you just got onto iRacing fairly recently. I think I checked. You were in the league last week. I was like, whoa, when did you get on here?
Yep. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago.
So, I don't know how many restarts you've been able to do from the pole or from the first position, but how are you feeling for this one?
I feel pretty good about it.
Fair enough. Have you gotten used to these cars? At least it looked to me, I feel like they've updated these cars and they're a lot more darty. You obviously, didn't feel a previous version of these cars, so this is kind of what you're loaded into. But the feeling of these cars in the pack, how is it to you? I guess have you really gotten a lot of pack racing under your belt?
I mean, I've raced here and Daytona both. I feel like this Talladega is a lot smoother than Daytona is. I definitely feel a lot more comfortable here than there. But I do love these cars here. It's a very fun race, and I'm having a blast right now.
Well, fair enough. Your first Outlaw Sim Series start. Got to shout out anybody tonight?
No, not really. Jesse Adams.
Fair enough. We're going to leave you to it, driver. Best luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
All right, thank you.
Driver of the number 66 in his first Outlaw Sim Series start, Josh Fox, leading his first laps in the Outlaw Sim Series. Race 33 on the season, but it's never too late to get some laps led. Donald Stern says, what about Miz? Okay, let's check in on Miz. How is he doing? Miz is in the top 10 right now, running in the 9th position. He has 4 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and 31 starts. That was not updated because... No, that is updated. That is correct. So anyway, let's get to the action. The iRacing.com safety car is going to pull into the safety of pit lane. We're going to start lap 70 of 95. We're going to be going green with 26 laps to go. Joshua Fox in his first Outlaw Sim Series lead. He's going to lead us to the green. The field is in his hands. We are green from Talladega. Down the back straightaway for the first time under green since this most recent caution, and Josh Fox is still out in front. He's got Kyle Lingerfeld staying loyal to his back bumper, but how about Keith Helton getting a huge shot from the back end with Malenko in tow, and Nathan Sylvia. Now Fox is going to get out there and do a little bit of blocking. Oh, he's going to get sent to the outside. They're going to shuffle him out. Kyle Lingerfeld to the race lead. Is he going to lead his first lap of this race? He's got to lead a lap for some bonus points. No, because Keith Helton is going to be a playoff spoiler. Get some laps led there. That's 1 to Keith Helton's name. He was towards the back. He lost the draft earlier, and he is now to the front. He is the definition of from the back to the front. And oh, he's going to block into the wall with Malenko, and there's going to be a lot of drivers going around. Big wreck on the back straightaway. Joseph Causey hard involved. Greg Holt, Devin Smith, everybody all over the place on the back straightaway. Seth Berger involved. Drivers trying to weave their way through the mess on the back straightaway. Massive, massive damage to lots of cars. And the caution, obviously, out on the speedway. A look at what happened. That is Schumacher. Schumacher's damaged big time. He's got, he's used his fast repair, I believe. Actually, that 82 myself is faster. Keith Helton was just trying to block, and it was a little too late in. Big hit for Adrian Schumacher. Big wreck on the back straightaway. That might be easier to tell you who did not get in this wreck. Massive, massive accident. Let's see here. Fox still out there. There we go. Let's see. Helton tried, I think, block Malenko, and my goodness, the mess on the back straightaway. Just one little move at the front of the field, and it's over. I mean, everybody is in danger once there's a wreck like that at the front. Let's see. Helton just a block, and Malenko just got shot into the wall and just nowhere for anybody to go. Big damage. I believe that was the 25 there of Wendell Elliott as well. Big damage. What a mess. What a mess. In the back straightaway here at Talladega. Once again, so many cars around, and that was the 17 of Schaefer. By the way, that white and red car, and this car is going everywhere. 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 Alright, get ready for this. We're gonna go on board with Malico in this ride. Just a little bit of mistiming, and you can see all the hits this 7 car takes on the back straightaway. My goodness. Actually, I want to get another onboard with this 7 car. We're going to ride from the roof. See if we can back it up. Back it up a lap here. Let's see how this all plays out. From onboard the 7 car, we're watching the 97 of Keith Helton. I'm going to stay in front of Malenko. Keith then goes all the way down low. He's just not clear. I thought he was... I think I could see what Malenko was thinking there. So I think he thought the 97 was clearing to the front and leaving him. And then he came right back up the track. When those two make contact, the outside of the front... the top two in the outside lane make contact, and they go around. Everybody, the rest of the 30 cars in the field, are all in danger at that point. Once again, just... big hits for everybody involved in this one. Man, oh man. Big hits everywhere. That, folks, is the big one at Talladega. That's why they call it the big one. When it happens out in front like that, it is a big one. Theron Elam, the race leader under this caution. Nathan Sylvia up there. We're going to try to get a word in with Nathan Sylvia here under this caution period. All right, we're going to bring him on up to the booth. Driver of the number 9, Nathan Sylvia. Nathan, what did you see there?
I saw a guy just in front of Malico. He was indecisive, and he looked like they just kind of went down, and I guess that he thought that he was going to get pushed, so he came back up, and well, he kind of just wrecked himself and wrecked the field.
That was a massive accident. You were right in the middle of the beginning of that. What were you just thinking, trying to... When you saw the 97 go back up the track?
Dart as low as I can, and I feel really bad because I destroyed Schumacher. I doored him trying to get away from the wreck, but I don't have a reset left, so I was trying to do everything I can to not wreck anyone else and not wreck myself, but we got through it though.
Right, I mean, you know, at that point it's just reactionary and there's not a whole lot, you know, anybody else can do. That's just what happens when there's a wreck at the front of the field. Fair enough. How's the race been to you? You know, you've been up here in the middle of the pack. You're not a playoff driver. You have nothing to lose in your first start. Trying to get up here and get yourself a win, but you know, how are the B cars feeling today?
They're actually, I think they're slower than when we were at Daytona because you can actually like push in the corners now. So I've been a lot more aggressive with my moves. Have you seen earlier? I was blocking everything I can. I'm just trying to lead as much laps as I can and try to bring home a dub.
So there was a little bit of talk. I think at this point, 2 cautions ago, because there was a flip in the back of the field that brought the caution before this one. But 2 cautions ago, when there was a checkup on the outside lane behind you, I talked to Greg Holt. I think he's saying, you know, the contact he made with Christian Converse kind of happened when you all stacked up and he wasn't even on the throttle. It could have stemmed from your block, but how do you feel that block went? I figured that block wasn't even really a late block. You followed Causey up to the middle lane, but what was your take on that? I
mean, I don't think I did anything wrong because I knew that Christian and Causey were work together, and I was in that inside lane was just a die out. I mean, you can't go anywhere in the inside lane. So I was just trying to block them because they're gonna work together, try to come down, and I don't know, didn't affect me. Kazi didn't even push me, so I would have thought that he would have been still on the gas and we wouldn't have a checkup, but he never got to my bumper.
Fair enough. All right, this restart, 21 laps to go. What's the plan?
Go big or go home, man. Just try to stay up front. Just maintain the lead.
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna leave you to it, driver. Best luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
All right, thanks, man.
Absolutely. Driver of the number 9, Nathan Sylvia, man. That was a wild turn of events for him. I was told to watch the 34's replay. If we get another caution quickly here and it's not that big of an incident, we can go back and watch a couple replays. We will definitely go back because I heard a bit about that, but we'll see what happens here. But we're getting ready for this restart here. We'll take a look at the chat. Landon says ridiculous. Interesting Core says there's still another big one to come. Greg Patterson Jr., man. Welcome, man, to the Facebook chat. I know you remember me, man. Good to see you in full force here, and hopefully you're enjoying the show. Mark Berger says 77 definitely was running a great race, but obviously got screwed tonight. Again, WTF. Interesting Core says nice job, 81. Still has his fast repair. Jenna Cradle says how'd 65 go from 1st to 12th? I would just say from the entire mess that was that crash. But here we go. The field in the hands of Theron Eliam Jr. We are racing at Talladega. Down the back straightaway, everybody kind of files in line, but here comes Sylvia with Zala. Marco looked like he was going to go, but he did not commit to the move. He's going to file back in line. Here we go into turns 3 and 4. Schaefer's up there as well. The outside lane trying to get something working here, but to the inside, it's Farron Elam. Josh Fox in his first Outlaw Sim Series start trying to make something happen. Marco in service, staying low to the inside. Sylvia with the push from Zala. A little disconnected there into the tri-oval. Yeah, I think you do recognize this cam set Pit Stop TV. I think I might have gotten this from Whiplash Media. You should definitely go check out Whiplash Media at their website, www.whiplash-media.com, if you like this camera pack and more. They also have other resources on there. Whoa, big moment on the back straightaway there for Zala. Well, we'll hit Pit Stop TV and Whiplash Media up in a second, because it is the action is definitely picking up here on the back straightaway. 19 laps to go. Playoff drivers, one driver in trouble already. Adrian Schumacher, heavy damage. There's still 6 out there in the thick of this pack. With 19 laps to go, a lot can happen. And again, this is the 3rd round. This is it. This is, what sets drivers up for that final 4. And Schumacher, he had a stretch of top 5 finishes. 6 top 5 finishes in the 6 playoff races to this point. But the points reset. He comes in already today. 3 points below the cut line. And he's in trouble in the first race. He's going to need some great finishes at Richmond. And there he is on the apron. They're trying to repair some damage to that 82 car. But, man, oh man. To the outside. Here comes Jacob Zala with no help. Now Nathan Sylvia in the middle lane. He's got help from Reese Schaefer. That middle lane trying to make things work. Farron Elam holding station on the bottom with Joshua Fox. Kevin Thompson has tucked up inside, or to the back bumper of the 17 of Reese Schaefer. Kevin Thompson now trying to make something happen on the outside. Nobody's going to go with him, though. He's going to get shuffled out of line. I was just about to say, we haven't mentioned Kevin Thompson's name all day. It was good to see him running out in front, but he's going to get shuffled out of that second lane. He might be able to find his way in line soon, but they're tightening up very tightly up on that outside lane. Kyle Lingerfeld up on that outside. I don't believe Lingerfeld got a lap led. No, he did lead under a caution period. That is correct. So Kyle Lingerfeld, I think all 7 playoff drivers got laps led in this race today. So those bonus points will go a long way. But Schumacher Going to see himself towards the bottom of the standings. Needs some good runs at Richmond and Charlotte. He's going to make his way into the championship 4 at Kansas. Supansky hanging station third car on the outside lane as well. Trying to get up there with Josh Fox and trying to bring Kyle Lingerfeld with him. Again, Wendell Elliott. He came into this race very late. I didn't even see him on the entry list. He's here making his first Outlaw Sim Series start. And Wendell Elliott having a nice little run inside the top 10 now. 5th car in the inside lane. That outside lane, it is really stacking up now. And they're really getting some momentum going. Daniel Supansky, the 3rd car on the outside with 16 laps to go. We saw how aggressive he could be at Daytona earlier this season. His one top 5 this season was at Daytona. He's made 2 starts, by the way. His one top 5 this season was at Daytona. He got 3rd. Still side by side. James Gilliard, once again, I cannot give this man enough credit. Coming back from the injury to his hand, 2 months sitting out of the sim. He's made 23 starts this season out of the 32 races ran so far. Daniel Park, loose in the tri-oval. He's trying to hold on to it. Gonna make contact with Zala. Tries still to hold on to it. The one to Dan Park. He's gonna file back in line behind Zala ahead of Keith Helton. What a scare for the back part of the field right there. Nathan Sylvia, Reese Schaefer continue to lead out in front over Farron Elam Jr. Actually, no, that's new. Schaefer pushed Sylvia to the lead, and now Schaefer getting a push from Supansky, trying to get clear of Sylvia. They're trying to make a 3rd line work back there as well. That's Eric Peck. Look at the run Eric Peck has around the outside. There's no help out there. He files his way in the line. Lingerfeld and Miz almost made contact there in that 5th row. Here comes Eric Peck. More pushing. He's got, here comes Lingerfeld jumping out of the line. He's going to join. I believe that is Keith Helton up there. Eric Peck. A huge run around the outside. He's ready to play here at Talladega. 14 laps to go. 3 by 3 by 3 behind the 1st row. Eric Peck, Kyle Lingerfeld, Keith Helton trying to make that outside lane work. Schaefer is clear to the lead. Sylvia on the yellow line. He's dropping back. I don't know. That inside lane is really disconnected. Now Schaefer gets cleared to the lead. Daniel Supansky up the middle. No help. Trying to get to the race lead. 3 wide for the race lead. Eric Peck around the outside. Trying to lead some laps here at Talladega. He's clear to the race lead. Eric Peck is. He's going to drop to the middle. Now Lingerfeld gets to the middle lane. He's going to try to pick up Supansky as Eric Peck will lead a lap. Lingerfeld now trying to get up there. 13 laps to go. Business picking up at Talladega. Nearly 4 wide in the back. Now I think they're going to go 4 wide in the back. Farron Elam in the thick of it back there. No, that's Joseph Causey. No, I'm sorry. That's another red card. That's Wendell Elliott, the 25, making his first start this season. Oh, and there's a wreck. Lingerfeld gonna go careening to the inside. No, Supansky into the big wreck. More cars involved. Miz. Oh my goodness. Huge accident on the back straightaway once again, and it's another big one. Keith Helton involved. Nathan Sylvia involved. This had to happen with aggressive pushes at the front. See how it happened. And it was the outside lane. It was Thompson getting Lingerfeld, and oh man, we can't even see that hit back there, but what a hit. And just wrecking all over the front part. Oh my goodness. Lingerfeld blocked Thompson and then got hooked, and just cars got spun around, and oh my goodness, McClune! Joshua McClune, the avoidance of the year with that. Let's take a look at that. See if we can get a view of Josh McClune's drive through this wreck. Oh! Josh McClune, what a move. see down the back straightaway. Again, it was Helton pushing Thompson. Thompson gets Lingerfelt. There's not a whole lot of places to go. Just carnage on the back straightaway. Cars spinning in the field. Josh Fox, Nathan Sylvia, Jacob Zala, Tyler Markle. Man. That is... Just, they all wreck there, and Nathan gets hooked by Theron. Theron up into Josh, trying to avoid him, and then Gardner, and just cars everywhere. Cars everywhere. You're not really going to see much of the wreck on this camera, I assume. Yeah, it's all going to happen before this. My goodness. One more time from this camera. Just... pushes, bad pushes, man. Bad blocks and bad pushes. And, oh, Malco spins Marco around right there at the end as well. And Lingerfeld just goes up to block Thompson. And Thompson's, you know, on it. Just another hook in the quarter panel there. And that's going to collect Supansky. Supansky's going to hit Gilliard. They're both going to go careening towards the inside wall now. Now Lingerfeld's spinning in the middle of the track all over the place. And there's contact with Helton and Sylvia and Elam. Elam's going to try to get out of that. He's going to hit Gardner up the track. He's going to hit somebody else. He's going to hit Miz and spin him down the track. And it's carnage. Carnage. That is a lot of cars. Pit stop's underway. Eric Peck, the race leader, has stayed out. And let's see who's come in. People coming in to check damage, I would assume. And let's see, are there playoff drivers out of this one? Supansky got a bad hit. He's probably going to use a fast repair. Kazi, I think, just used the fast repair. Josh definitely used his fast repair. Keith Helton just used his last caution. And Gardner and used his Markle using time on pit lane. Seth Berger get some damage repaired. Schaefer's down and away. My goodness. Let's take a look at the comments. Panda Man in the chat says, hello. Chris Newhall says, checking in from Crestwood, Illinois. Go number 77. Dakota Brandon says, go Kyle. John Thompson says, great driving, Kevin. Go finish it. He hit the wall, got loose. Great driving, Kevin. And just big wrecks. And I want to talk to Eric, but he does not really like interviews. But I'll talk to Andrew Pratt, and hopefully he can give us a little insight to what's going on up at the front here. Andrew, how you doing, man?
Oh man, a little terrified right now, to be honest.
It has absolutely been crazy. I'll tell you right now, and I think you'll understand. I was definitely going to interview Eric, but I know he doesn't, necessarily like being interviewed. So I was figuring, I don't know, how is he feeling being up front, man?
Good. I was hoping that I was going to be able to line up behind him, but it looks like we're going to be lined up side by side. So I told him just go for it, and I'll do what I can to help him get the W, or at least one of us can hopefully get it. We're sitting in pretty good shape, I hope.
Right. Well, man, that wreck. What did you see from your point of view?
I saw looked like the 65 came up and looked like he was a little late on the block and put the 89 in the wall, and then 65 just couldn't gather it up and picked up everyone else with him. So kind of a late block. We had a head of steam up in that high line, and we definitely came up a tad late, but That's two-way racing.
Definitely, that is definitely the definition of racing here at Talladega. Right on. Well, you already kind of said it, but what's the plan? I guess here to 75. Is 75? I know you say you're gonna try to help Eric or at least one of y'all get the win. So
One
does
thing
that
I do
include
know,
you? Or?
Emerson, we're gonna apply the loud pedal fully.
Absolutely. Love to hear it. So the players up here, of course, you have Peck to your inside, and you have back service behind you. I know he's a little damaged, but when his car was healthy, giving great pushes, and then you have rookie Wendell Elliott to the inside of row number 2. What do you make of the situation around you?
Not really sure what to expect of him. I know Max is not afraid to take it 3 wide, so we're gonna keep our eye out for that. And if we do throw a block, it's gonna be a good one. But if they're coming with such a run, we're not gonna wreck the field, So we're gonna try to stay on top of it.
Absolutely, a wild race. One more before you go. These B cars, I feel like they've been changed a little bit. They're a little more darty. But how do you feel about these cars today, and how they handle in the pack?
I like the package. They were getting a little loose there near the end of the run with the low fuel load. But other than that, I think they've been pretty stable and pretty fun to drive, honestly.
Okay, so maybe that's just me not being able to hold line. Nah, but it's looked like a lot of fun out there. It's gotten a little crazy here at the end, but 9 laps to go. Driver, best luck to you. We'll leave you to it.
Thank you. We need it.
Absolutely. All right, and yep. That was driver of the number 75, Andrew Pratt. And again, I said I would definitely interview Eric. I just know he doesn't necessarily like interviews. So we'll leave him to work with teammate Andrew Pratt on the outside. Wendell Elliott there in 3rd. In the chat real quick, Jay Adams says, Baba Booey. And Catherine Lingerfeld says, you come back from worse, Kyle. Best luck, bro. Well, here we go. A restart. 9 laps to go. And y'all are tuned at the right point. 38 viewers are going to see us go green with 9 to go here at Talladega. If business has not picked up yet here at Talladega, it's about to. Well, I'm pretty sure it has. The push from Max Service. He has from Devin Smith trying to work his way forward, but Max has some heavy damage on the left rear quarter panel of that 81. Is he going to be able to work? Here comes Jason Miz. A good run. He's going to jump up high. He's not going to have help as Farron's going to follow Devin Smith as Max, the parachute in the middle of the outside lane, front of the outside lane, really hurting the momentum up there. Eric Peck, by the way, clear out in front with Andrew Pratt in line and Wendell Elliott in 3rd. 7 laps to go here at Talladega. It's picking up the pack. It's gone 3 wide. Playoff drivers understanding that this is what counts. Where you cross the line in 7 laps time is what's going to matter in that points tally. So here we go. Now the back straight. Oh, more contact. Malika's going to go around. He's going to save it, but there's going to be more crashing. Kevin Thompson goes round. And another caution on the speedway, I would assume. Yep, there is a caution on the speedway. See what happened. Oh, that was a little late, but oh my goodness. Dan Park, Jeremiah Stutzman, Jason Miz go round. Got to go back a lap here and see what happened to Malenko. So Malenko's 3 wide here. He's got Stutzman inside, Miz up high, and getting up to the back bumper here is Dan. Dan's just gonna hook Malenko into Corey, into Jeremiah. He's gonna collect Park and Thompson and Miz. Dan just a little aggressive with the push. You know, he needs to his time on iRacing is somewhat limited, and I think that was just maybe a little bit of inexperience with coming up to the back end of the 7 car there. Just a little aggressive. I mean, he had such a huge run. He was trying to help Malcolm, by the way. He was not trying to turn him or anything. They're friends. I know he was trying to push the 7 car, but it was just Malcolm moved up as Dan was coming. That's a bad transition point off of 2, and not a lot that Malcolm could have done. Malcolm, was just trying to hold that line there in the middle. Dan came together, and Jeremiah, man, just innocent bystander. Let's see the ride he went on here, along with Jason Miz and Kevin Thompson in this one. The 2 playoff drivers, Malenko and Stutzman, involved in this one. I think Malenko, for the most part, doesn't have too much damage. Stutzman, can't say the same. That was a bad hit. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Meaty says, did they crash? Yeah, they crashed. Oh man. Brendan Richardson says, get him, Kyle Lingerfeld. Andrew St. Core says, time to fix that car, Max. You're a dump truck. Yeah, I think it's time to come to get that fast repair, Max. It might be a little too late to leave the front valve. They keep crashing. Sean Thompson says, unreal. It's been a rough one, man. It's been a rough one. I don't know Wendell Elliott. I'll see if we can get an interview with him post-race if he finishes on the podium. But I want to talk to Doug Solms, man, and he is on it. Let's see how Doug Solms is doing. I'm going to bring him on up here and get a quick word in with how he's doing here at Talladega. Oh, did I not bring him up? Oh, there he is. Hey, Doug, how you doing?
I'm not too bad, man. This is freaking awesome.
You're loving it up here, man.
I am.
It's been fun to watch you and then your teammates with Eric and Andrew. Y'all got yourselves a nice little situation up here.
Oh yeah, we're having a blast, man.
Right on. What are you thinking right now? Late race restart, outside road 2. What are you thinking? How are you gonna get it done?
Keep it clean, keep it in front if I can. Or if not, just stay where I'm at and get the best finish I can.
Absolutely. You have 2 top 10s this season. Looking pretty primed for another, but a lot of racing to go. So,
yeah. I'm making for a top 5 here.
Absolutely. How's the car been today?
She's been...
Car's been a little... To me, these cars kind of, I think, been updated a little bit. They're a little more darty at the plate tracks, but how do you feel?
I feel good. Towards the end, though, it seems to get a little twitchy and slidey, but other than that, it feels comfortable.
Right on. So a lot of wrecks have happened around you, or you've been in. How have you fared today in the wrecks?
I haven't been in any. I've managed to squeeze through.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My apologies then.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
That is amazing. So I don't think I've had the chance to ask you. Tell me about the livery, the paint scheme.
Oh, this is a tribute to my team and all the people that help make this fun and have a good time.
Absolutely.
And if you look on the back bumper above the license plate, also I have my wife's name as a thank you to her for putting up with me doing this.
Absolutely, thanking all the right people. I remember you asked me for logos for the car, and I can't remember asking you about it. So I'm glad that we got to have that conversation, and it looks really nice. I love the fade on the paint and everything.
Thank you very much, and I'm happy to have your stickers on my car.
Right on. All right, man. Talladega, what would it mean to you if you're able to get it done today, man?
Oh, it would be awesome. My first win here, except for the All-Star race, but it doesn't really feel the same.
I got you.
Because all the good drivers weren't in with me in that part.
Fair enough, right.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward. I hope I get a win. That would be awesome.
Absolutely, man. Oh, I don't think anybody would be against seeing that 13 car pull in the victory lane tonight. So hopefully you're able to get it done. 3 laps to go. It's going to be a scheduled green and white checkered, man. Best luck to you. It's going to get very feisty up there.
All right, thank you very much. I hope to talk to you at the end of this.
Absolutely. Driver of the number 13, Doug Solms. What a guy. The 53-year-old driver from Ontario, Canada. Oh, man. A long time in this league. Much respect, you know. And being, you know, one of the first people in this league and just sticking around. And, you know, I want to say, back on the console side, in our last season on the console side, because this is a fresh league on iRacing, by the way. We're in our first season of iRacing. But we just came from, you know, PlayStation 4 racing on NASCAR Heat 4. He did not have the best of starts this season. But man, oh man, turning up the wick towards the end. I don't believe he made the playoffs. I believe he made the playoffs in one series. We ran all 3 series, by the way. Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks. Back on console. And he had definitely worked his way at the steady top 10s, top 5s, and leading laps and stages towards the end of that season. And I can't help but notice that the kind of similar thing has happened here in iRacing. And I'm very, very happy to see Doug Solms make the improvements he has. So let's see. Daniel Saponsky, he is not happy with the outcome of this race. Donald Stern says, do you get 100% damage fixed every time you pit? No, you have to actually repair damage in parts unless you use one fast repair. These drivers have only one fast repair to their credit, but a lot more than one big one has happened today. One fast repair will completely repair their car, but other than that, no, they have to pit every time and get a little bit of damage repaired every lap they come into pit lane. Which cars are they using? They're using the current NASCAR Xfinity Series cars, and Meaty says he loves that guy's voice, Doug Solms. Man, we love him here too. But here we go. A scheduled green-white checkered restart. We are not in overtime yet. It's going to be 2 laps to go here at Talladega. The field in the hands of Eric Peck. 39 viewers. Y'all are all going to be here for the journey we're going to go on. 2 laps to go from Talladega. As we come through turns 1 and 2, Wendell Elliott in his first Outlaw Sim Series start has gone up to second. Max Service trying to push his way forward. If Max Service can get, oh, there's contact. Cars are going to go into the wall. Cars going around. Max Service goes around Wendell Elliott. Doug Solms is spinning. He's going to go hard into the inside wall. Caution on the back straightaway. Big crash once again. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. And Doug Solms, I'm sorry, Devin Smith, not Doug Solms. But Doug Solms did also hit the inside wall hard. Jeremiah Stutzman. Man. Max just clipped Doug there, and everybody but Eric Peck in that wreck, man. Car's coming to a stop on the back straightaway. To get stopped back there. And Scott Williams, Devin Smith. Oh, man. Oh, what a hit. Who else is down there? Andrew Pratt's in that wreck. Reese Schaefer down there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, Seth Berger involved. I believe that is Joseph Causey. Let's watch this restart from high above the Talladega Superspeedway and see how all this goes down. Where did the initial contact happen? So Wendell Elliott gets the back bumper. Devin Smith pushes Max, and Peck was trying to block Wendell Elliott and locked him to the wall, man. That is unfortunately what happened. Oh, he jackknifed it up the track, and everybody able to avoid it. Man, oh man. I don't know what to say. Let's see what we saw here. Again, the field restarting, getting up to the gears. You know, he pushed Eric and then got to the outside, and did he? Oh, maybe did he hook Eric? No, I don't know now. I'm gonna see this from the onboard of Max service. But who was behind? I guess yeah, Max was closest. See, maybe Pratt might be closer. Let's see who was there. Pratt might be closer enough to see what happened here. What was this? Maybe Peck blocking, or was this Wendell Elliott coming down to try to side draft? Maybe. Let's see. Now Max was there. Oh, there's a little bit of net-coded contact. Oh, go back and see. Oh, we missed it there. Alright, let's go back to the restart one more time. Watch from the onboard of Max. We'll stick with it. Going up to the gears. Max service was. And this is behind Pratt. Pratt there on the outside. Pratt does not come down on Max. Max is getting the nice run up to Wendell Elliott and Eric Peck. Elliott moves out of line. He's above the yellow line or white line there. He kind of comes down and net code hits Peck in the rear, and man, wild run here. Is Eric Peck pitting? Oh no, Eric Peck made the first contact. Oh no, Eric Peck is going to the rear for causing the caution. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What this does do is Farron Elam is now the race leader. Josh McClune second. Matthew Setzer third. Keith Helton fourth. Joshua Fox in fifth. Jacob Zala sixth. The first playoff driver is Kyle Lingerfelt in seventh. Jason Miz in 8th, Nathan Sylvia 9th, Kevin Thompson 10th, Tyler Markle 11th. The second playoff driver is Malenko in 12th. Doug Solms is 13th. Max Service, the next playoff driver, in 14th. James Gilliard 15th. Reese Schaefer 16th. Eric Peck dropping to the rear. He's currently 17th. Jeremiah Stutzman, the fourth playoff driver, in 18th. Joseph Causey, the fifth playoff driver, in 19th. Adam Gardner, Andrew Pratt, Daniel Park, Devin Smith, Seth Berger, the next playoff driver, the sixth playoff driver, in 25th. And Adrian Schumacher is out of here. So this is... oh my goodness. Man, let's take a look at the chat. Lisa Berger says, go number 77. Go number 77. Meaty says, if I'm just getting into iRacing, should I get the Monster Energy Cup car, the Extended Series one? Well, you have to get to a certain license to run those cars in the official races. So, I would say, if you get out of rookie class, you have to first purchase the ARCA car, work your way through D class. If you're working up the oval rankings, at least. That's the primary series in D class. You get the C class with some more options, but most people run the truck. If you get to your B class license, you get to these Xfinity cars. And your A class license, you have to get to the Cup cars. You have to purchase all those cars, by the way. Plus, there's other options. At C class, you get IndyCar, Oval, and there's a short track series, and a whole bunch of options at that rate. So that is how you work your way up and what cars you probably should get. Richardson says, Kyle missed it. Lego. Meaty says, Rip Doug, I was rooting for him. Sheldon Swindell says, let's go 18. Let's go. I mean, he is second. He's the first car on the outside lane. Andrew St. Cor says, let's go, Max. Let's go to the front with that new car. 44 of you. This is our peak viewership this season. 44 of y'all are going to watch this green, white, checkered restart here at Talladega. Farron Elam. Josh McClune, the front two. We are green from Talladega. Can we make it through the back straightaway this time? Here we go. Fair and Eliam, the push from Matthew Setzer. Joshua Fox in his first Outlaw Sim Series start. The third car on the inside. Josh McClune trying to make some hay on the outside. Keith Helton, Jacob Zolla. Here comes Kevin Thompson around the outside. Not a lot of help, though. We'll see if that works. Max Service working his way forward. Now Zolla jumps out of the line. They're going to try to take it 3 wide for the race lead. Around the outside, Kevin Thompson. No help, though. Can he make it stick? Fair and Elam staying there on the inside. Setzer staying loyal to his bumper. Keith Helton giving a great push to Josh McClune. We're out at turn number 4. Now we got to make it to the tri-oval. Can we make it? Through the tri-oval, they're all over the place. Can they make it? Still 3 wide. They're still packed together. We're going to get the white. Josh McClune leads at the line. Who's going to make it back around? 3 wide for the race lead. Around the outside now. And Ray Schaefer's going to get spun around. Kevin Thompson going to go around. The whole field is wrecked. Big wreck in the field, and Matthew Setzer gets away clean, but Nathan Sylvia tried to take second. We'll get a look at the wreck afterwards. There's still wrecking in the back. Big wreck. It's Matthew Setzer and Nathan Sylvia. Let's run up over Nathan Sylvia. Can he close up to the 5? He's got the draft, but does he have the run? There's still smoking in the back. They're slipping and sliding. Doug Solms the 3rd. Kyle Lingerfeld the 4th. But here we go for the win. Solms with the run. The block way up high is Setzer on Nathan Sylvia. Here comes Doug Solms to the inside. He's going to turn Setzer. Nathan Sylvia now to the lead. Doug Solms, does he have the run? On Nathan Sylvia. Lingerfeld the 3rd. Nathan Sylvia off of turn number 4. Nathan Sylvia in his 3rd Outlaw Sim Series start is going to win at Talladega. Doug Solms 2nd, Kyle Lingerfeld 3rd, Theron Elam 4th, Malenko 5th. Playoff drivers, gotta look at the playoff drivers. Seth Berger will cross the line in 12th. Jeremiah Stutzman in 16th. Max Service 17th. Joseph Causey trying to pedal to the line in 23rd. And Adrian Schumacher DNFs out of this race. But Nathan Sylvia with the win here at Talladega. Doug Solms with the 2nd. He tried. Setzer came down and they were just nowhere to go. And there was contact there, and oh my goodness. What a finish. What a finish. What a finish. The 45 people that saw that finish. What a wild turn of events. Nathan Sylvia burns it down. General Chat will come around and burn it down on the front straightaway. As Nathan Sylvia in his 3rd Outlaw Sim Series start. A winner in the Outlaw Sim Series. As Matthew Setzer just barrels his way through. He was not happy. Nathan Sylvia burns it down on the front straightaway. A victory for him. We're gonna take a look at that final lap. We can't hear. And everything that went down. Keith Elton got Schaefer, and oh my goodness, cars in the catch fence. Oh my goodness. They were just still wrecking. All over the place back here. Just everybody throwing blocks. Gardner trying to power his way forward. It's the white flag yet I go. Oh my goodness. And then you're into turn 3. Setzer with the massive block up high. And then down low, and then Solms just had such a head of steam, man. I don't know if he was ever gonna finish that block. Solms had to keep his foot in it. Maybe he could have gone to the outside, but all of that coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's not what happened. Once again, it's just Helton clips Schaefer there. Schaefer goes around, clips McClune. And then the front of the field just destroyed. And how did How did Setzer even emerge as the winner? He's down on the bottom. Look at McClune up in the fence. Service in some catch fence. He is driving along the catch fence. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's all I can say. That's all I can say. We go inverse podium in our podium interviews. We'll talk the third place finisher, Kyle Lingerfeld, and man, what was that race?
Where did I finish?
You got third.
I just heard that now they're calling Matt Setzer the winner, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Are they throwing a caution on that final lap? Oh, that's okay. We'll let them sort it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think this should be the official results. Am I mistaken? That's how we've done it all season.
That's correct.
Okay.
We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, that was super. That was a roller coaster day for sure. Glad to be on this end of it. Nonetheless, whether it's third, fourth, or fifth, I'll take a top 5 here. Jeez, what a day.
Depending on how it works out, I don't even think it's dependent on how it works out. You are the highest finishing playoff driver.
For sure.
That what does that mean to you?
That's great. If we can't get it done next week at Richmond or at Charlotte, then hopefully that fourth spot's going to be a point in. So if not, if we can't win, then hope we point in. That's the plan.
Right on. Talk about just how crazy this race was, from green to checkered. What were you thinking?
Well, the real early caution, a lap 38, I believe. I had some rear end damage. Ended up having to use a fast repair, which I didn't actually at first. So I was off pace there until around lap 50 when we had the second caution. Used the fast repair then. And then from there, it was just get up front, lead a lap, and then try and win this thing at the end. But that wreck avoidance at the end was crazy. I don't know. I feel like I almost hit the inside wall and the outside wall just on that final lap trying to avoid cars.
Yeah, that was wild restart. So talk to us about the caution right before with the wreck on the back straightaway with the move with Kevin Thompson and the rest. I'm trying to recall exactly what happened. But what happened there?
So I saw the big run on the outside. I knew that was a lane I wanted to be in. That's why I was running up there. And I got up there too late. Kevin got into the back of me. I got into the wall, and then I haven't seen the footage yet. I'm assuming he probably didn't lift and got me again, and then that's when it just turned me down in. But that's a bad block on my end, or a late block on my end, so I'll take credit for that, Rack. That was all on me on late blocking. I should just maintain my line and had Danny keep pushing me, but live and learn. But we came out okay, so we'll take it.
Absolutely. A wild race at Talladega. So I heard you got a little bit of practice in for Richmond. How are you feeling heading in there?
Very excited. That was a track I was looking forward to in this 3 playoff series. Short track's just my specialty, and Richmond's a lot of fun to drive. You got to be real late getting back on the gas, or else you're just going to plow down that wall or spin off a 4. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we'll see a couple cautions and some real good tight racing.
Absolutely. That should be a wild one down there. Hopefully, maybe not as wild as the one today here at Talladega, but a wild finish. We'll see exactly where you end up here when it's all said and done. But nonetheless, you are still the highest finishing playoff driver, no matter where you end up in all that. So congratulations to you on that, and best of luck to you next week at Richmond.
Thank you. Just want to give a shout out to Raging Cajun Graphics, Jesse Motorsports, and everyone that helped me today. Danny, Matt, Josh, and Dan and Farron as well. So it was a good day for all of us, and we'll move on to Richmond, and we'll see you then.
Absolutely. Kyle Lingerfeld, driver number 65. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to sort it out. I'm going to be talking with Race Control. We're going to see the exact results here. And don't you go away. We'll be right back. This is the Outlaw Sim Series now. We're in post-race coverage here at Talladega Super Speedway. Don't you go away. We're just going to sort things out for you, and we'll bring you the correct standings on the far side. All right, welcome back to the Talladega Super Speedway here in the post-race coverage here at the Outlaws Sim Series at Talladega. There is no confusion on the race results. The race results are correct. I think there was just maybe a little bit of miscommunication. We are all good in that regard, so don't worry. The race results are confirmed. There's no caution on the final lap. There was no EOLs. There's no cause cars. When the white flag was taken, that is it. The race is official. It's a race to the checkered flag from there. So the results are not changed. We're going to get second place finisher Doug Solms if we can. Yep, let's bring him on up. Doug, man, what a wild finish there at the end. How'd she get second, man?
I was nervous. I thought when you guys were interviewing it, I would have lost that. But
I felt so bad because I felt the same way when I saw you wreck on the back straightaway. I'm like, oh no, I did not do it again.
yeah, that was crazy, man. That's your interview.
Yeah, my commentator's curse. Oh man.
I managed to bring it back. I apologize to the 5 car there. He went high. I thought I could squeeze through.
Hey, it's last lap. Anything goes on the last lap. There was,
But I still feel bad for
Right.
hitting him.
No, I absolutely, I get that. I just, I mean, he blocked the 9 to the wall and then saw you coming down. There's just so much going on that there's not a whole lot else, any of you 3 could have done. And you played it, to your part. You got to the 5. When you hit the 5, did that give you too much damage to slow you down too much for any shot at the 9 car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just wrinkled up my front right there, and I was catching him, but there wasn't enough real estate left.
All right. So, all that aside, I know you ran good, towards the front, and then you got a second place finish, man. How does that feel? Top
I'm so
5.
happy with that. That's my best finish yet, except for the All-Star race there.
Right. The Open you had won to make your way into the All-Star race, which, by the way, that still takes a lot. You weren't even looking forward to the dirt race.
No, I was not. I do not do well on dirt or short tracks either, which was a big surprise.
Fair enough. So that being said, what were you thinking at the back of the pack with your freshly repaired car, and how are you even planning on working your way forward?
I just go around the slower cars if I could, and just try and keep up with the guys who had fresh cars like me. But, that was a white knuckler for me, let me tell you.
Man, and then on the back straightaway, that incident you did get damaged in, what did you see?
I saw cars behind me, smoke, and next thing you know, I seen a car coming from my left, just touch me enough to take me. And it's like, oh, I'm glad I still have my fast repair.
I think, aren't we all? I think nobody, would have been, again, against you pulling into victory lane, but your best finish on the season. I made this comment right after I interviewed you as well. I had said, just like on console, at the last season on console, you hadn't had the best start to your season, but you consistently improved up the running order, and you were up there and battling for stages and leading laps and all that. And I think that's starting to show a little bit here. Your results are slowly starting to pick up, and I wonder, do you agree with that? Do you think you're getting better at this the more you do it?
Oh yeah, I feel a lot more comfortable, and I had my wheel settings all wrong apparently, and now that they're fixed up, I'm a lot more comfortable. The car is more stable. It's not as twitchy, and it's just a lot more comfortable to drive.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your second place finish. We'll leave you to it, driver.
Thank you very much.
Actually, one more question. How do you feel about Richmond?
I'm nervous.
Fair enough.
Nervous. It's a short track, and I have difficulty on them with the braking.
Fair enough. We'll leave you to it, driver. Congratulations on your second place finish.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And best luck to you at Richmond, my guy.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too. Doug Solms, again. What a great guy. But it's time to bring in the man, Nathan Sylvia. What did you start the final lap in? Like 15th? How did you get that?
I'm gonna be honest, dude. It was pedal to the metal, man. I said to myself, I'm already wrecked. I'm not gonna lift, and everything's opened up, man.
Oh my goodness! And then you got blocked to the wall in 3 and 4. What were you thinking then?
I was gonna be honest. I didn't think I was gonna get enough of a run when he did that, but thankfully, I don't know who was behind him, but Matthew, he just got pit maneuvered. But
It was Doug Solms. He was trying to get his best finish on the season as well. I'll say, you know, most of the general chat, they like Doug as well. So I think at that point, nobody in that chat, you know, disagreed with that top 2.
yeah, of course. Trying to get general try to win, you know.
Absolutely, a general chat victory, man. What you see in that wreck? I mean, I know you were like 4 rows behind it, but what did you see for that wreck?
I saw someone get turned, and I saw the entire field coming down, and I just thought, I'm going to just go to the apron and hope for the best. And it worked out.
Fair enough. Playoff spoiler here today, though. I mean, that doesn't affect you in any way. 3rd start in the Outlaw Sim Series, and you're a winner. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good, man. I'm gonna be honest. I thought I was out for the count after I got in that wreck that 2 ago. I think it was 2 wrecks ago. I got absolutely plowed, trying to avoid it. So I thought I was out of it. I'm gonna be honest, but you know, we're here and we're winners.
Absolutely here and winners. I know, you know, you work on Wednesdays and your schedule doesn't allow you to, you know, always be able to, you know, run on these races. But when's the next one we could see you win? And now that you're a winner, I mean, is there any chance you can maybe clear up your schedule, make a run at this full time? Or
I know I'm off next Wednesday, so I'm gonna be at Richmond, but I suck at Richmond, so we're gonna try. We're gonna try to see what we can do, but I'm terrible at saving tires, so.
Fair enough. Well, you kind of answered that. But I was gonna say, how do you feel about Richmond? You know, I know the officials were there last week. I don't know if you got to do any, but
yeah, I sucked.
Oh. Fair enough. But yeah. You got anybody to shout out for your win tonight?
Burger Nation and Records and Checkers.
Burger Nation, Records and Checkers. You'll have to see it, man. Congratulations. Talladega victory. An absolute blast of a race. A wild finish. And yeah, congratulations, man.
Thanks, man. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Driver of the number 9, Nathan Sylvia, the winner here at Talladega. What a guy. What a finish. Yeah. Wild race. Let's go back and watch that white flag once more. Just see how this all went down. Keith Helton, I think, no, he just kind of got pushed by the 4 car. I'm going to watch the 9 kind of and his avoidance there and just kept it pinned. That's what he said. Pedal to the metal. Oh, man. Let's see. You can see maybe this from above. Let's see, just Helton moving up. I can't tell if Zala was pushing him or he just moved up. He caught Schaefer. Schaefer clipped McClune. I was sorry, Helton clipped McClune. They're coming down the track. Everybody just kind of piled into one another. Josh Fox is down there, and just so many cars up in the fence, up and over, everywhere, man, everywhere. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. And Setzer hits Helton up the track, and man. The way they say, let's ride on board with Josh McClune and see what he saw in this wreck. Again, leading on the white flag, not make it back around to the checkers in one piece. My goodness. What a hit. What a ride. Wow. Once again, let's see. Max Service there than this one. Here we go. Service. wild, wild ride for Max Service. Able to land on all fours, grab a gear and go. Get to the checkers, man. Get to the checkers. We gotta watch Doug Solms' avoidance, don't we? How does he avoid all this? Let's see from this roof cam. Doug Solms. Drive it to the bottom, keep it pinned. Up the third. There's the top two, man. Now let's see this. Continue to ride on board with Doug Solms on this. Run down the straightaway. Into turn 3, catching up to the top two. Here goes up high. Setzer comes down. Up to block, comes down. Block Solms, and it's the final lap. I don't know. That was such a huge speed discrepancy. He's just trying everything he can do, man. There's not a whole lot else he could have done. And then the run to the checkers. Nathan Sylvia, man. What a run. What a run. What a run. Alright, well, let's go through our race results. As we will pull them up here. Yep, race results. These are the correct results, barring any post-race interviews and all that. Nathan Sylvia, the race winner here at Talladega. He'll come home as the race winner over Doug Solms in second. Kyle Lingerfeld third. Darren Elam Jr. fourth. Malenko fifth. Jacob Zala sixth. Andrew Pratt seventh. Tyler Merkel eighth. Adam Gardner ninth. Devin Smith will round out the top 10. And pretty much after Farron, I think people were just coming from the wreck. Lingerfeld, the highest running playoff driver. Malenko fifth. And out of the top 10, those are the only playoff drivers. You get to 11th, James Gilliard. Seth Berger, the third highest playoff driver, in 12th. Dan Park, 13th. Matthew Setzer, 14th. Reese Schaefer, 15th. Jeremiah Stutzman, 16th. Max Service, 17th. Three playoff drivers there. Seth Berger, 12th. Jeremiah, 16th. And Max, 17th. And then we find our way on to the back page of the results here. And it is Miz in 18th. Josh Fox in his first Outlaw Sim Series start. He'll come home 19th. Eric Peck 20th. Joseph Causey, Blown Engine 21st. Another playoff driver there. Trying to make his way to the line. He'll get 21st. Keith Felton 22nd. Josh McClune 23rd. Kevin Thompson 24th. And then drivers who did not finish. Wendell Elliott, Scott Williams 25th and 26th. 6 laps down. Daniel Sipansky, 27, 17 down, and Adrian Schumacher in 28th, 24 laps down. So it's not the end of the results. There's more. Schumacher 28th, 24 laps down. Christian Converse will come in with 29 laps down, along with Greg Holt, also 29 laps down. That, put Causey 2 teammates down with 29 laps left in this race. And Garrett Velsey comes to a stop on the back straightaway, parks it. 57 laps left in the full distance of this race. Just once again a wild show. That is all I can say. So many wrecks. Let's look at the chat, see what's left. Meaty said that guy really didn't want Doug to pass him. Sean Thompson says WTF. Landon says Setzer is a weapon every race. Josh McClune says, how many cars did the 97 destroy tonight? I'll say we're getting up there in the count. I'll say that. Louis the Donato says crazy finish. I believe is that Math Boy from HCR, man? Hey, thanks for tuning in if that's you, man. Nonetheless, thanks for tuning in. But Jenna Crandall says good job, Kyle, number 65. Catherine Lingerfeld says, talk about a clean escape, number 65. And wow. So yeah, tonight's charity was the Childhood Leukemia Foundation. And with them, since its inception, Childhood Leukemia Foundation has strived to maximize the effectiveness of its programs by developing new strategies to meet the needs of children with cancer, as well as refining existing programs based on feedback from children, parents, and health professionals. Throughout the years, Childhood Leukemia Foundation has maintained and expanded its hospital network to include more than 250 hospitals in major cities across the United States. And of course, if you wish to donate to the Childhood Leukemia Foundation, please go to the link there on your screen, CLF, the number 4, kids.org, CLF4kids.org, if you wish to check out this great cause. And of course, we shout out a different charity each week, which allows us, or which is why we broadcast the final 30 minutes of practice in the name of a charity each week, to shout them out with the amazing viewership we get from each and every one of you tuning in on nights like this. A lot of viewers came in full force tonight. I think we were up to 44, 45 peak numbers for us tonight, and it was a fantastic and entertaining race. What a series. What a race. What a race. And again, please check out the Childhood Leukemia Foundation. We'll do our best to shout them out if you wish to, check them out for us as well. Tonight, this camera and others provided by Whiplash Media. It's a bigger company at Pit Stop TV. The owners of Pit Stop TV, if you will, Whiplash Media, they specialize in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. And Whiplash Media is also in expanding its presence in real-life racing as well. They offer services such as photography and social media management and public relations. If you wish to check all that out and more, make sure you go to www.whiplash-media.com for more. Tonight's Pratt Tile & Stone Pole Award winner again was Jeremiah Stutzman, and Pratt Tile & Stone, serving all your tiling needs since 2003. And wow, just once again, wild race, playoff spoiler, playoff drivers. I think all of them got into some sort of wreck today. I don't know who didn't get into a wreck today for the most part anyway. But that's going to conclude our coverage tonight. Make sure you tune in next week, Wednesday, April 28th. For the 8th race of the Outlaws Sim Series playoffs at Richmond. Once again, just thank you for tuning in. Check us out on Facebook at Outlaws Sim Series, the YouTube channel here at Outlaws Sim Series. I know that's where most of you viewers were at, and hopefully we see you again this same spot, same time next week. Until then, this has been Emerson on the call tonight. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay warm. Or cool. I know it started snowing up in the Northeast and in Canada this week in the mid-late April. That is phenomenal to me. But yeah, if that's happening to you, stay warm. Here it's hot. We got to stay cool. But you all stay safe, stay lovely, stay awesome. We will see you next Wednesday night. Short track racing. Middle race of the final round of the Outlaw Sim Series playoffs before we go championship racing at Kansas in a couple weeks. You won't want to miss it. We'll see you then. Y'all have a good night.